would like y'all to notice a certain police officer, because y'all didn't name him, or they didn't name him. I know who he is personally because he pulled a gun on me for crossing the street on 7th Street. I just got that case dismissed. And he's not de-escalating, he's escalating. And I don't want y'all to wait until he kills somebody for y'all to step in and put him in a desk or give him paid suspension, right? Because that would be the least that we're asking. Now, she doesn't even want to come in here. And that's crazy for filming. And right here, I have this, and this was done in 2022, where it identifies auditors. Is what she is. So they know how to do it. They've had case law.
That paperwork, everything that he has that he's showing right now, it is actually what Fort Worth was trained about. Cop watchers, First Amendment auditors. It's everything that they taught them or trained them to do when it comes to in regards to us. And I took pictures of every single one of those pieces of paper that he has in his hand right now, and I have it all right here on my phone. If you want me to, maybe I can share my screen and we can look at it if you want.
Yeah, let's do look at it, because, and I don't know if I agree with them getting special training for a certain group. I mean, it's like, why do you need special training? Why aren't you treating the public all equally? Why? I mean, is there training on how to violate people's rights, or is it training on how to not violate people's rights? I mean, you know what I mean? But yeah, let's definitely, if you can, how are we going to do this? You shoot us the link, or you just, yeah, so we can put it on here.
It's 9 pieces of paper.
Okay.
I'm going to airdrop it to my iPad that I'm using right now.
Okay. All right. So while you're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and continue then, right? Sound good?
Yep.
Okay.
And none of this states that they have the ability to grab a woman and throw her on the ground, split her head open, her eye and her lip. Nowhere does that in any policy, because any force that's unnecessary is excessive. Now I'm asking y'all, because I personally destroyed a wall that was in my neighborhood because we allowed a police officer, Buddy, to come in there and show us his heart. And what this officer did, the one that I took out, he built 5. So now it's harder for us to listen to what they're talking about. And it only addresses one problem. Are y'all gonna address this, or y'all gonna agree with what he did? Because that's all I'm asking. Look, Mr. Nettles, I appreciate what you asked for, because we do need to see that body cam footage, right? Because if an officer has the idea in his head that he can run around and grab everybody, because this policy, this class that they took doesn't state that. And I read it. And they're mad at me because I understand it specifically. And all I'm doing is showing everyone else what I said 5 years ago. Y'all need to control these people, because the next one is not gonna be up here to be able to be out there or nowhere. You're gonna make funeral arrangements for them. He's a problem. He doesn't understand de-escalation.
Yeah.
Shout out to Manuel Mata too. That was an excellent speech there. I got to get rid of this commercial here. Bear with me.
Hercules brushless power tools. Power and performance at the perfect price.
I'll tell you what, sitting there listening to that, his speech,
Officer Krueger is trapped.
it was hard not to tear up a little bit.
Yeah,
It was pretty intense when you were in the room with him.
absolutely.
Heartfelt and genuine, that's for sure.
Yeah, I wish we could have heard from all of you, though. I really do. All right, here we go.
Fire!
Council, that's the last of our speakers on the consent agenda. We can move on.
Okay, here's what I think there should have been a mantra of.
Clip.
No, go ahead.
I'm using my iPad, and it's not. I don't have an option to share my screen here. So what I'm going to do is those 9 pieces of paper I was just telling you about. I'm going to text them to you right now, or do you want me to email them to you?
Email them
All
to
right.
the Vigilance
I'm gonna-
Committee 1864.
Yeah. Continue with the video, and I'm going to email you that right now.
Okay. Here's what I think the genre should have been. The when they're saying fire Krueger. I believe the only way for us to make change is charge Krueger, and I don't think we should accept anything less. He needs to be charged with a crime, period. And I say aggravated assault. That man needs to go to jail. And I think everybody in the chat would agree. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree with me. Put a 2 if you don't. And welcome, Utah Cop Watch. We talked earlier, and welcome to the chat here. And I know that there's somebody else in the chat that I'm going to mention here in a little bit. It's probably just watching right now, but we're going to get to that. Again, we're going to do an update on Matthew Reardon. Look at all those ones going. Yeah, we're going to. And you guys did go live too, right, Harvey?
What?
You did go live on your channel?
When?
For the meeting? No, because that.
Oh,
that
no, I
building-
mean right now. Are you guys live right now?
Oh, I am.
Should I rebroadcast this? I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can, Harvey. Galveston Island is already.
Yeah, absolutely. Anybody that comes on the panel, go live on your channel too. And anybody that if you guys have been living in a basement somewhere and not having access to the internet or YouTube, be sure and go subscribe to Harvey and Galveston Island Transparency if you haven't already, and then click on their live, hit the like, and then come back if you want to. If you like their channel better than mine, go for it. Get on their channel and watch their live. But be sure and hit the like, and then come back if you want. So Ranger Horse, disappointing Harvey. Oh, let me highlight that.
Yeah, I don't think.
What does that
Anybody
say?
can argue that he did it on purpose, and it was absolutely.
Oh, bull butter. That's
called for.
Ranger Horse. I don't think you know what you're talking about. All right. Yeah, let's do continue here. We were only 4 minutes in.
To vote on the consent agenda.
Carolina Rodriguez.
I can entertain a motion. Thank you.
Fire Krueger.
Fire Krueger.
Jail
If you're
Krueger.
outburst from the audience, I have to have you removed from the council chamber.
I think you missed one, Mayor.
No, you're not on the list, Mr. Willoughby. Please vote, council.
Put your sign before me, the same one.
No speaking.
God.
I have a number
You
here.
can remove Mr. Willoughby. Thank you.
Man, this lady's trash, man.
They took it off, but it's speaking, they removed it.
No, that was articulate.
No.
Remove me because I think y'all need to
Motion
fire
carries.
Krueger.
Fire Krueger.
Fire Krueger.
Fire Krueger.
Oh my God.
That have outbursts from the audience.
You don't
Thank
need
you.
to, I'll go myself.
Thank you, ma'am.
This mayor's trash too.
Fire this brutal police officer piece
Our
of
next
shit.
item will be MNC.
I love that little lady.
5.8.
Her shirt gets
I love that lady, man. She's using colorful First Amendment, free speech. I love it.
That's Ann. She's awesome.
Can entertain a motion, council?
Mayor, I asked this to be pulled just because I knew Mr. Hunt would be in the audience. Lee, raise your hand here. I got a call a couple of weeks ago or an email from Yana Giordano, the HR director, and I was surprised because she wanted to take my CCPD representative and move him over to the.
Right on, Utah Defender. You agree with me. Charge Krueger. Absolutely. Welcome to the channel.
The Firefighters and Police Civil Service Commission, but totally in line with, Lee's a great guy. I just want to point out intellectual property attorney with Kelly Clark. He's an adjunct professor with the University of Houston School of Law, as well as Texas A&M. He was a Houston police officer for 8 years. He went to night school to get his law degree. He worked with
Where we got
Department of
Krueger
Commerce,
working at right now,
Bachelor of Science from Texas State University, Master's of Public Administration from the
Is he on
Bush School,
suspension right now, Chief?
and the JD from the University of Houston. So very qualified. Thanks, Lee, for your willingness to serve. I appreciate
Man,
you being
dude,
here
what is
today.
going on?
I'll move to approve.
Jessica.
Motion is second. Please vote.
And I believe that's true, STD. You guys, did you hear about that they're going to do a next Tuesday meeting for public comments? Okay, good.
I was told it was Friday.
Somebody said it was Friday, but okay. So I got an update from Ann, and it sounds like the council is going into a special private meeting Friday, and then there's going to be a public meeting Tuesday. Don't quote me on that because I ain't said shit. But yeah.
Well, Ann would probably know. It sounds like she's a regular there.
Well, yeah. So she was telling me that they'd moved it to Friday, but then she clarified with me today that it was the council is having a special meeting Friday, and then there's a public meeting for everybody to redress their grievances on Tuesday. So they'll probably have like 85 police officers there.
All right. Okay. Well, hopefully they're going to allow everyone to speak on Tuesday then, if that's when it's going to be. I'm sure there'll be updates on their website. And
look, I texted both of y'all those 9 pieces of paper. For whatever reason, I'm not able to. I'm still trying to figure out how to email it to you, man. I don't know why it's. I'm trying to pick all 9 pieces of paper to email it to you, and once I pick the first piece of paper, it's like taking away the option to pick the other 8 pieces of paper. So I don't. But I did text it to you just now, and to you, Bruce. Those 9 pieces of paper that Mata was holding up. Did you get it in your text? Both of you guys.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be able to convert it to email or get it on here though. Bruce, do you know how to do that?
I'm gonna keep working on it. Reply.
Okay. All right, here we go.
Marshall, I've got several removals that need to take place. This gentleman that's filming the back needs to go. Mr. Banks, you have to go.
Friends in Code. I don't think I've seen Friends in Code, but it looks like we got the foundational principle of free speech is are accessible to all individuals irrespective of their academic credentials or expertise in linguistic theory. I like that. I like that. So I don't have to be all that articulate, do I? You know, the mayor's trash. That's articulate enough. I love it.
Unless you can sit down, that would be great. We've got a lot of agenda items to get through. We appreciate your concerns, but there's a lot for the council to do today.
Officer Krueger needs to be fired. He's a piece of shit.
Oh, look. Yeah, look at him pointing. Look at him pointing. Yeah, they're throwing him out of the room for freedom of speech.
Wait until you see my video. There,
yeah. Well, and that's the thing. Put Galveston Island Transparency's link in the channel because he's going to be releasing this his what he saw too and what he heard. So people need to go over there, like, share, and subscribe.
2. Medium more.
You're trash too.
Time to help people customize and save with Liberty Mutual. Forgot my wallet.
Meetings more.
So Harvey, Utah Defender's in the chat, and you and him would get along great. You say exactly what you mean and mean what you say. So I think you guys would make good friends. Yeah, you don't mince words. You just say whatever's on your mind, however you feel, and there's nothing wrong with that.
I just got thrown out too. We got thrown out right after you.
Now, Harvey, this interview, you might have been able to hear her pretty well. My hearing's bad, so I couldn't hear her at all.
There's too much background noise, man.
Yeah, there really is. You could probably clean that up.
Earbuds, you could probably hear it.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna leave it there.
I just sent you those pieces of paper on your email, Cliff.
Yep, we got them.
Okay, all right, cool. I was
So
just
let's do
It
go
only
over
took me 20 minutes to
that
figure out how
training.
to do it.
Yeah, let's go over that training. Let me pull it up here. Actually, you know what, Nikki, you're good at this. You're good at pushing buttons and stuff. Could you could you pull that up? And you're a much better reader than I am. You know I can't read, so.
Oh,
And
look, can we, before we go on to that, can we rewind it just a little bit? I want to show everybody that there was an undercover cop. Whenever I got thrown out of the meeting and we walked outside, there was an undercover cop sitting over there trying to record the table that Carolina was sitting at. Can we? I forgot to point that out in my video.
Okay.
But I would really like to point it out to y'all.
Okay, let's start from right here again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right after I get thrown out.
You need to be fired too.
Limit the media more.
You're trash too.
Hit pause.
Limit your meetings more.
Not yet. Wait till I get around that corner. You can see everybody around Carolina.
You can see
as soon as I get around that corner, hit pause. It's the guy sitting in that chair right there. Right
there.
With the little cap on?
Right, yeah. That's an undercover. And watch how he tries to cover his face when he sees me with the camera.
Okay.
Yeah. See him?
Yep.
That's an undercover cop. And we actually
How do you know?
him out.
How do you know?
Bruce, explain it. Well, you see his wristband says, "I back the blue." I don't know if you can zoom in on it.
No, we're the biggest we can go.
Yeah.
Unless Nikki knows how to zoom something I don't.
She saw his wristband and she whispered in my ear, "That guy's a cop. He's got a back the blue wristband on." Just look at him, man. I mean, nothing looks more like an undercover cop
you see it right
than
there.
an undercover cop.
Yep. Yeah.
And his wristband says "back the blue." I was trying to record him because I had an interaction with him where I called him out, and I had a technical difficulty. I ran out of storage on my phone, which I never thought would be possible because I pay extra $10 a month to have 2 terabytes, but I didn't realize that I have to switch my internal storage over to the cloud to free everything up. So I think Texas Gal Audit recorded it. But yeah, look at him. That guy right there is an undercover cop.
Yeah. Well, just simply by him wanting to cover up his face. There's lots of cameras there, though. It's just
his job right now is to sit there and observe and try to listen in to everything going on at Carolina's table. And you can see the phone in his hand right there, too. He's actually recording.
Yeah.
He's audio recording.
Yeah, and that's just it, folks. I mean, these guys, these government actors, they try to infiltrate the 1A community, thinking that we're doing, subversive stuff, but we're really not. We're just trying to make sure that our government is transparent and accountable. That's it.
Too much of a loudmouth to do anything in secret.
I don't understand why they. I mean, and they do things to discredit, destroy people in the 1A community, and it's happening every day, all over the country.
Yeah. And it's really funny because Texas Gal Audit told me, she said, "This guy's a cop. He's got a back the blue bracelet on." I saw it, and then so I was like, "Oh, okay." And I tried to record, but like I said, my storage messed up. And I was like, "Hey, man," I started a conversation with him. And the first thing he said was, "Yeah, it's terrible what they did to Carolina." He said, "The cops beat my ass a few years ago. I got a scar right here." So he was trying that role. And I'm like, "Dude, you got a back the blue bracelet on, man. What are you talking about?"
Yeah, I think I got it.
Obvious. So obvious.
Bruce got it recorded.
I think I have it recorded, but I was standing back behind that man in the black shirt. So we'll see how much of my audio picked up. I usually get pretty decent audio.
This guy in the black shirt, you standing behind?
Yeah, I was standing behind him when Harvey talked to him.
Okay.
Is what I remember.
You're welcome.
I just got thrown out too.
I like how Harvey laughs. I just got thrown out too. It's a badge of honor.
We got thrown out right after you.
All right. So, you know, why do we have these undercover cops? I mean, I talk to you guys all the time, offline, online. We talk about the same things. It's not like we're doing secret squirrel stuff, because we're not, but they are. They like to keep everything in the dark, right? That's why we have cameras. I mean, and we all record each other on phones, even. I mean,
Yeah.
we all do it. You know, we just record everything, so everything is in the light. You know, these guys are in deep darkness.
I live my life mic'd, you know.
Yeah.
But I've always done that. If you ain't willing to stand by it, don't stay it.
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. And sometimes, you know, you can misspeak, but you're not trying to break laws. We're not trying to threaten anybody. We use some colorful language sometimes, but we're not out and out trying to hurt anyone. We're just trying to make sure that our government is responsible and transparent, and they're doing the right things. That's the whole purpose of press. And I know that Galveston Island has something to say about the real media. And I think that's going to come out in this video real soon.
I think I'm streaming this on my channel now too. I don't know.
You are, Harvey.
Good.
I should have done it 10 minutes ago.
All right. So, like I said, we can't really hear her anyway, right?
You're from my channel and you're just now joining us. After this is over with, rewind it a few minutes because we pointed out an undercover cop spying on us. And I forgot to point it out in the video that I released today. But, yeah. I'm
going to go ahead and rewind it right now so that your folks that are just joining you, how many you got in there so far?
I don't know. I know I just shared this over to mine. Yeah, let's rewind it and point out this undercover cop. That way Fort Worth doesn't think that they got one over on us. Because we knew he was a cop within minutes, man. And, you know, Texas gal was like, he's a cop. He's got his sleeve. He had his sleeves covering up his bracelet. But, you know, your sleeves move around a little bit. And that bracelet,
especially when you're trying to cover your face, right?
Yeah, it's all like this.
There's a couple of them in there. There's one that I found a little bit earlier too. That
she was able to read that bracelet fast enough, and it says "back the blue" on his bracelet. And so I was like, "Hey, man, what's going on? What's your story?" And he's like, "Oh man, it's just bad what they did to Carolina, man. The cops beat my ass a couple of years ago. I got scarred." I'm like, well, yeah, but you're a cop. And he was like, yeah. I think
he knew his cover was blown.
We blew his cover. We let him know he wasn't with anybody. And I'm pretty sure that when the next video that Bruce releases is going to cover that more in depth because
I'm going to try. I think I got it.
Yeah, I had technical difficulty, but I did catch him a little bit. Can we just show everybody that little piece that we just watched real quick? Because I want everybody to see. And you can see his bracelet too. I mean, if you pause the video and zoom in on it, he's a back to blue bracelet. And he was sitting there eavesdropping and trying to record everybody that was sitting at Carolina's table. So, yeah.
Okay. All right. There's the bracelet. And here he is trying to cover up his face because he noticed the camera coming on it.
It's not up for
it. I can't read it from here, and I don't know how to zoom from here. Nikki, do you know how to zoom from here?
No, and you're not presenting anyway.
Oh, I'm not. Oh, okay.
Also, just to let you know, because we are streaming to Galveston Island's channel and Harvey's channel, we actually have over 100 people in here. So I do want to, unfortunately, I'm going to interrupt. I do want to say thank you, everyone, for coming in and watching this. Everybody, make sure you go to all 3 channels and hit that like, share the story out, and subscribe if you have not. You've got Harvey Freebird, you've got Galveston Island Transparency, and you have the Vigilance Committee.
All right, here we go. We're gonna take a look at this guy. This guy right here, right here.
There.
All right. Right there. Covering his face because he just saw the camera.
Blue line bracelet.
Blue line bracelet.
Phone in the left hand, eavesdropping and trying to record everybody at that table.
Yep. And like I said, they're subversive. We're not. I've talked to you guys over the phone, in private, in public. You never say anything in private that you wouldn't say in public. We're not trying to break laws. We're trying to keep everything in the light. They're not. They're subversive. They're trying to infiltrate to see if we're committing crimes behind the scenes, which we're not. So they're the ones that like to keep everything in the dark. We have the cameras to try to keep everything in the light. So we're just looking for transparency and accountability within our government, and they're not. They're trying to be undercover and sneaky, which is slimy. You know, our government. I can't believe we still have bootlickers. In fact, that's the name of our show today is Ostrich or Eagle. They're a bunch of ostriches. They're keeping their heads in the sand. They don't see the truth out here. And our First Amendment auditors and activists are eagles, and they're trying to destroy eagles, bald eagles, Americans. Not terror. Not that word. I don't want to say that word on your guys' channel. I'm not monetized, so I would say it, but I'm not. I'm going to try to watch my mouth. But yeah, this is horrible what they're doing.
I just got thrown out too.
I love that laugh, Harvey. I love that you just take it as a badge of honor when you get thrown out of a city council meeting.
It was. And, there was no way I was sitting through that without getting thrown. They wouldn't let me speak. So yeah.
Yep. That's your way of protesting. Oh, Freebird's fed. I love that.
We got thrown out right after you.
Right. And then this interview, the background noise is just way too loud to be able to hear Carolina on the interview. That is News Channel 5 NBC, right? Yep.
Yeah, it's more B-roll than anything, man.
Yeah. So Harvey will probably try to clean up the background noise so that everyone can hear that.
Yeah, because if you watch the actual piece that they put out, it was a hit piece, and the hit piece was only 2 minutes long, and they used like 3 10-second clips of her talking all out of context. But they actually
Come to my channel tomorrow
for like 3 or 4 minutes straight.
I want to kill that piece.
Okay. Angry Vet. All right, I see that. I'm going to show that to Harvey.
Love me some Angry Vet too, man.
All right.
If I could be a more sociable person, and I suck at being sociable and getting friends, but if I was the great sociable person that everybody liked, I would want to be friends with Angry Vet, man.
Yeah,
He's
absolutely.
Cool.
He is. And SCARS is going to be huge. It's a nonprofit, folks. And it's going to help a lot of people, veterans, and anyone who is dealing with constitutional rights issues. They're going to be that nonprofit is going to be helping a lot of people. So stay tuned for that.
Actually, if you guys go to the Vigilance Committee to our community page, the introduction of SCARS was our inaugural community post, and the link is there to help them also.
All right. Wow, I need to catch up with the chat here. Wow.
What are we talking about next?
Yeah.
Well, Have we
can
beat
talk
this
about
horse?
Yeah.
Okay.
What about the video of Chief Roy running me over?
Absolutely.
Let's talk
Let me
about
go
that
find
next.
it.
Can we pull
Yep.
it up?
Yeah. Do you have that link?
Yes.
Or do
I'll
I
send
need to
it.
find it?
Okay.
Okay.
Can you throw it into the chat, Harvey, or you want me to?
Yeah. Just
Yeah,
throw
go
it
ahead,
in the
Bruce.
private
Go
chat.
for it.
Well, I don't have it pulled up yet.
And
All
look,
right.
I love Otto the Watchdog. That guy is so funny, man. And the next day after Carolina was brutally attacked by Krueger, Joe Cool, what up, man? Yeah, Otto is so funny, man. He called me on the phone, and he says, "Yeah, Harvey, nobody really cares about you getting run over by the fire chief anymore." He said, "He said Carolina knocked you out of the news cycle."
Yep, she did. She did, and rightly so. But yeah, we don't want that story to die either. We want something to happen to that fire chief too. So
Yeah.
as soon as we get that ready, we're going to show it.
I mean, if you guys
go.
had more you want to discuss about Carolina, let's do it. I didn't know if you were running out of subject matter yet or not.
Oh,
But
no, we were planning on moving over to this too because I
Yeah.
mean, we have some at least minor updates.
yeah. All right, so here we go. There's the live. We get it set up and ready to go here.
I wish I could see the comments too while I'm watching y'all, but I don't know how to do it.
Do you have a timestamp that you want me to get to on this?
1 hour and 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do it an hour and 1 minute. That way people can see the context before.
What led up to it?
Yeah, because everybody's saying that we were fucking with him first, and then
Yeah.
we came back and all this other crap. Like, yeah, let's back up a little bit more so people can see
Yeah,
what we
all
actually
we were doing was walking down the sidewalk, and we were attacked by that guy's air horn. My ear is still damaged. I think I got permanent ear damage. I really do. And Galveston too. Galveston said he had liquid coming out of his ears today. Galveston,
Right, it just felt like there was liquid in my ears. So, like,
Yeah.
I made an appointment today to go to the doctor for it because it was feeling weird.
Yeah.
We were going back and forth to DFW, and today it got even more weird. So I made an appointment.
Welcome, BZ Watchdog. He's literally restraining. Great.
I met him the other day, man. It was cool to meet him.
I've been hearing good things about him too. We accidentally had him blocked on this channel, so we got you unblocked, brother. So sorry.
Did one of your moderators do that?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. He was just blocked.
Be careful who you give a wrench to, man. It can cause damage.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah. Yeah, but we got it fixed. All right. So I've got this set up. So let me go ahead and present it. And I just started it I'm going to start it at 1 hour, 45 seconds. Okay. Present. Share screen.
If you're not subscribed to the Vigilance Committee's channel, subscribe.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of work for everybody out here, putting together these little shows. That's where my origin story's at. I did.
And if you haven't already subscribed to BC Cop Watch's channel, be sure and do that as well. That's my recompense.
BZ Watchdog.
BZ Watchdog. Okay. So I just want to make sure that's my recompense for having him blocked on our channel by accident. So sorry again about that. All right, so let's share this. And then,
yeah, that's perfect place to start. Absolutely perfect.
All right, here we go.
Because we're leaving the stop on 66.
Just remember, guys, this is going to get real loud.
Yeah. If you have earbuds,
yeah. I wish we could tell exactly when it happens, but
it's going to happen in exactly 1 minute and 30 seconds, I do believe. But right about there, you might want to pull out any of your hearing stuff because Harvey and I are literally.
Yeah, you guys are both having hearing issues right now.
We're both going to the doctor to get documented the damage. So
yeah, so Yeah, I even when I first watched it, it was like, oh man. So here we go.
I really don't want a 2-hour live stream, but oh well. Here we go. We're on another one. You guys bear with me until I get settled, man. It's going to be a little shaky. There we go.
I also want to say, everybody, please keep Carolina in your prayers. There could be long-term effects of what happened to her. And Krueger needs to be charged, period.
Here we go, man. It's cop watching in Galveston, one after another. Oh, sorry, man. I kicked my damn tripod. Trying to walk with this tripod is a bitch, man.
This is what everybody's bitching about not seeing. Super.
What's up, man? We don't know. That's what we're going down with.
So it's almost like he saw you guys coming and he just kind of turned halfway into the driveway. Like he was trying to already block you.
Just getting on scene, like, you know, I don't even think that there was anything malicious at this point, but maybe there was.
I think he was probably looking in his rearview mirror, saw you guys walking up, and he wanted to do kind of a blocking move on the sidewalk so you wouldn't walk past. That's just my opinion, but I think I might be right.
Ain't gonna work.
It's all fire department. Oh, well, I see some police up there too.
Can you pause it just a second?
Yep.
Press with Ranker. I'm not sure whose channel you're in, but hello. Glad to see that you're recovering from your surgeries. And welcome in.
Absolutely. Great to see you. All right. Now, this is where it gets really loud, guys. So if you just came into the channel, you're going to hear this siren, and it is loud. So be careful.
Oh, shit, man. What are they doing?
Okay. I jerked and stopped it. So here we go.
Man, what the fuck, man? What the fuck's your problem, man? What's your fucking problem, man? Fucking asshole. Fucking asshole. Bitch ass motherfucker. Get your lazy ass out and say something.
Fucking talk to people.
Yeah, you fucking punk.
All right, press 1 if you think this fire chief is an asshole. Press 2 if you think he's just very pleasant.
So according to Johns Hopkins University, I looked into this about the hearing damage and stuff. That siren is rated at least 120 decibels. Okay. They say that any sustained burst of more than 1 second of being next to a 120 decibel siren will cause permanent damage. Not might, will cause permanent damage. That's from Johns Hopkins University. So, you know.
Yeah, he should be charged. He should be charged.
I'm filing charges for assault on it.
Absolutely. I don't know, but I think that might have been more egregious than what he does up here next. What do you think, Harvey? Your hearing hasn't been the same. But no, what he does up here is pretty egregious too. I mean, I don't know which one is worse.
That guy right there is a fucking asshole.
Yes, he is.
Dude, that shit right in my ear. That was what we're wanting. Yeah, fucking prick. He could have just got out and said, "Hey guys, can you step back?" Yeah, he could have rolled his window down, anything, bro. He just blew out my fucking eardrum. Fucking piece of shit. Dick sucker.
I'm going to mention something right here, right now. Stay on topic, folks. We're not talking about any kind of outside drama. We're not talking negative about people in our channel. We want to focus on the topic at hand, our guests, and what we're discussing, okay? If that continues, we'll time you out.
That's a fat, lazy piece of shit right there, man. We need to file a complaint on him. Hey, name and badge number, man. Name and badge number. Look, now he's going to freaking cause a wreck. Look, now he's going to try to run me.
Look at those tires. Everybody see those tires? I mean, he cranked them all the way over. Nikki, what are you seeing that?
Yeah, I saw it when Harvey put it out. I agreed at first, like Harvey said, when he was backing up, he's going to cause an accident. Well, okay, now we see why he was backing up. He was backing up so he could pull forward, and he's aiming right for Harvey and Galveston Island.
Yeah, it's almost like he wanted to get a running head start at him. Just outrageous. Yep. Here we go.
Me over.
Sorry.
Hey, man, what the fuck? He just hit me with his truck, bro. Hey, officer. He just assaulted me with his truck. This man just ran into me with his truck. I got it on film. He hit me with his truck.
He didn't ask us to move. He didn't say shit. He just pulled up and fucking ran in.
He just hit me with his truck. He ran me. It's aggravated assault. Yeah, I got it on film.
There ain't no need for him to be up there in a hurry.
So they're investigating.
Look, first he pulled up behind.
So the first words out of the mouth of that cop is they're investigating a fire. Like, he's defending the fire chief already. And you guys are reporting a crime. Right?
Can I ask something real quick?
Absolutely.
I can't see the live chats going, but put a 1 in the comments if you think me and Bruce were instigating that reaction, or should I use a 1 or a 2? But if anybody thinks that we instigated that, put a 2. If we did not instigate anything, put a 1, because we were just literally walking down the sidewalk and I got my eardrum blown out.
1 if we were in the right, a 2 if that fire chief was in the wrong.
Yeah.
Or in the right. Sorry.
Oh, just in case you missed it too, Brick, 6 is not an option. It's either 1 or 2. There you go. He put a 1. Awesome.
Now, the only thing I can say, because y'all know I'm supposed to play devil's advocate, the only thing I can say is when you guys walked past the truck, that could have been, like, the fire chief did need to get your attention to keep you out of the scene. With that being said, he did not have to use his siren to do that. He could have rolled the window down. He could have used his horn. He could have done something else to get your attention.
He could have got his fat ass out and talked to us.
And then,
he could have not tried to run you over.
and also on top of that, like, I'm not saying that I know everything that was going on in this situation, but I was a fireman for a little while. These cops, the firemen they're packing up their gear and getting ready to leave. This call is over. I don't even think you saw it in the video, but this guy that you see at the back of the truck, he had just come away from 3 other firemen over there, and they left to go put their gear away.
Right.
Okay? This is a cold scene. He had no reason to be in there. He didn't need to talk to this guy. And if you hit play, he just turns around and leaves.
Great point. Great point.
Also, I'm going to ask, don't they have like a microphone where they can talk out over the loudspeaker? So instead of hitting the siren, couldn't he have said, hey guys, you need to back up. This is a ongoing investigation. I mean,
He
that's
had
the
many, he had many
only
other
thing.
ways to redress us, to comment to us. And the fact of the matter is, in fire training, you are told that those sirens are dangerous, to not be messing around with your buddies, because many firemen have permanent hearing damage from being too close to these things when they go off. It's a common problem. It's a workplace injury. He is fully aware. And they say the firemen have qualified immunity. There's nothing in here. He is trained not to do that, and you don't need training to know not to run people over with your truck.
So that's premeditated then. I mean, he was out to hurt you guys.
Yeah, from the get-go. I was actually called by a fireman and told that they are not on his side. So.
So you got a little from the same fire department, a little ally there.
I'm just not going to say anything more than that.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, no. Keep your sources tight to the chest. Absolutely.
Behind me and turned on his loud siren, blew my eardrum out. If he would have just got out and asked us to move back, we would have moved back. Then he freaking rammed me with his truck.
Hey, Harvey, so
I need him identified. I need you identified.
That's a fucking felony.
That's a felony. What?
And here he is trying to leave the scene.
I'm telling you, he was there 10, 15 seconds max.
Everyone knows that's a hit and run. Am I right?
Yes.
Everyone. Okay.
And I tell you what, I've been trying to work on my cussing and all that kind of stuff in my videos, but after this, I just lost it. I was F-bomb because I know I'm experienced enough to know when something like this happens, it's going to be in the courtroom, and everybody's going to be, even though cussing and saying all that stuff isn't against the law, like when people are watching these videos and you're cussing and all that, it's a turnoff for juries, judges, prosecutors.
But at the same time, though, Harvey, if you're not using real emotion, then they're going to go, okay, well, I guess he wasn't really hurt then. You see what I mean? So sometimes colorful language is warranted, and I think any jury out there, put a 1 in the chat, jury, if you think that swearing, if after you get hit by a very heavy fire truck and sirens gone off in your ear, tell me if it's appropriate to have a little cussing going on. And put a 1 in the chat if you agree with that. Put a 2 if you don't.
I mean, I definitely agree with that. And a good comparison to what you're saying is I've never seen Galveston Island Transparency as upset as he was after this happened. And he was also cussing like a sailor, and he was in rare form. So
that is rare form because he's a lot
highly pissed off, man.
Yeah. I think he's a lot like Jeff Gray. He looks like him. He acts like him. He's got a little bit deeper voice. You would think Jeff Gray had a cold, but
not Jeff.
Oh, all right. What's that? Patriot T. Harvey, you need to speak up some, please, or get closer to the mic. Okay. Eat that mic. Closer. Eat it. Eat that mic. All right. Here we go.
Sorry, y'all.
That's a felony, dude. You don't even have to be here to watch it.
All right. So they're investigating a fire right now.
See?
Oh, again. I forgot he did
Tough
that
jobs
again.
need tougher tools. The Hercules 20-volt brushless platform from Harbor Freight.
I need him identified.
I forgot he did that again. I wasn't prepared for it that time. Man, oh man, that's loud.
And it says "Be nice" on his truck.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Be nice. Oh yeah, he's nice. All right. Battalion 4.
Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me better now. I turned the fan off. What are they saying?
So far I'm not hearing that.
I can hear you a little bit better. So
we're on a little bit of a delay here.
The one guy that has a crappy audio system is telling me I need to speak up, I guess. But no, I did have a fan right next to me. I'm sure that was the problem. I turned it off. Cliff Williams is the vigilance committee.
Oh yeah, so this is just so that anybody knows, this is Relentless Audits, and he is ASL interpreter, and he's going to be going through and reviewing audits, but putting ASL next to him because there's so much passion in most of these audits that gets lost in closed captioning. So it's just another guy doing some real work, man.
Yeah, we're all looking forward to having him be able to do sign language to videos. So
that'd be awesome.
Get that going. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was on my panel. He just forgot the channel name, I guess.
I've had members of the deaf community reach out to me and ask me to put, add in where they could understand, and I don't know how to do it, and I wish I could figure it out.
Yep. Hopefully Relentless does figure it out, and we start seeing a lot of videos with sign language.
I'm stoked for it, man. He's a good guy. I talked to him for almost an hour one day. He was good.
A lot of people are interested in it, so he'll have a huge channel once he can get it figured out and get it done.
Hey, in qualified immunity, just says it's a wonder that the cop didn't arrest you, Harvey, for criminal destruction of property. I mean, at the way that things are going between our eagles and our ostriches, they're hunting our eagles down.
Scratch that brush truck, Harvey.
Well, yeah. I mean, the mirror. You could have damaged the mirror there with your arm.
Yeah, for sure. Man.
Ridiculous.
All right, let's go.
If I get his tag number, 1577122.
Hit and run.
1577122. Just ran into me with his truck.
Why do you think he left? Why do you think he left the scene of the crime?
If you follow this, you'll see me go down the street, and I actually follow him down the street. He just goes down, turns around, and comes back.
He didn't stop anywhere? You didn't? I mean, were you able to watch it the whole time?
I'll have to review it to go 100% on that statement. But yeah, no, it pretty much looked like he drove past, turned around, probably realized that he'd just done a hit and run and recognized, oh crap, I'm a fireman. I'm not supposed to run into people and then run away. I'm supposed to stop and render aid.
So he didn't go driving around into the back of the building into an alley where there was.
No, he went up to that light and made an illegal U-turn, I do believe.
Oh, okay. All right.
And look, let me just point something out. We never left the public sidewalk until he tried to run over me, and I was backing away and running. But we were on the public sidewalk the entire time until he aimed his truck at me. And when
that's what pushed you into the parking lot.
It pushed me into the parking lot business, but we were on that public sidewalk the whole time until the crime happened.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
He backs up like he's leaving, and then his hammers the gas and fucking hits.
And I'm trying to get away when he hit me. Yeah.
So Harvey, I do have a question because when he does hit you, your cameras, it doesn't look like it's moving, but you are, right? You're trying to get. I don't know how that works because I've never carried a gimbal.
It's an ongoing investigation, and I'm not going to be able to comment on that.
Okay. Gotcha.
No, but look,
hold something in your hand and try and move back really fast, and your arms will go out. Because if you're trying to move backwards, like anybody's that ever played sports knows.
No, you're right. Yep.
Balance when you're trying to get out of the way.
Yeah.
I'm honestly from here on
Wait,
out.
actually, isn't it because Harvey's a ninja in disguise? Isn't that what?
Yep, that's
I can neither confirm nor deny that.
Okay, what's this cop's name? Do we know?
From here on out, I'm relying on the video footage, man, because in the moment with the adrenaline and your memory ain't worth a shit after that, man. So the statement that I gave right after it happened is going to be the closest thing to what happened and the video evidence. I'm not going to try to re-explain it a million times because they're watching all of this, and if my memory
they'll say,
serves-
"Oh, his
Yeah.
testimony is inconsistent." Blah blah blah.
Yeah, so
the video evidence is enough.
I'm going
It
off
really
the
is.
video evidence and my statements right after it happened. I'm not going to try to reset the situation and re-explain what happened over and over and over again.
The
Because
human mind will change that around.
Yeah.
It's a proven
eyewitness
fact.
testimony has always been flawed, man. Always.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So did we get the name of this officer here?
Bruce knows who he is.
I know, but I forget it.
He looks mad, don't he?
That's just how he rolls. He just kind of got them eyes, man.
He was the chief or something.
Yeah, I'm not getting his name.
So what's going on? Is there a gas leak or something? Because
I
if
guess
there,
not. Somebody called in about a fire, but I
mean, if there's a gas leak,
see or smell a fire.
we'll back up, man. We don't have a problem with that. But the way he acted is fucking ridiculous.
I hear you, man. I don't smell nothing or see anything. I guess somebody called in about a fire, but I figured at least.
Yeah, so I started following him, see where he's going.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't.
Oh, that's a great question. Was there working cameras on that building at all? Did you guys ever find out?
We're under the impression that law office, that personal injury law office that we got run over in front of, has camera that picked it up. So
okay,
we're
we
working
can't.
on that impression.
Yeah.
So it depends on what kind of attorneys they are. Are they prosecutors? You ain't getting the footage.
Hey, Cliff, like John Denicola says, I believe the comment is no comment.
No comment.
No
comment. Yep.
Yeah, it's an ongoing investigation. I can't answer.
Yep. So no more questions.
No, I mean, there's some things that I will answer, but there's some things that.
Yep. Rightly so.
I would love to hear the audience's opinion on this. I mean,
yeah.
How tall are you, Harvey?
As far
6'2"?
as, huh?
I'm just messing with you.
In qualified immunity says Harvey, I don't answer questions. Let's see. Riley Hunter has a really good one here. But are we ever going to get a few million? It doesn't work that way. A lot of people have this misconception that you're going to get millions of dollars in a lawsuit, and it's going to be easy peasy. They're just going to settle. It doesn't work that way.
Galveston would settle this one pretty quickly, in my opinion.
Yeah, not for millions.
Not only that, guys, but even if we do sue, the awards are coming out of the taxpayers' pockets.
Yep.
They're not coming out of the battalion chief's pocket. They're not coming out of the officer's pocket. They're coming out of the taxpayers' pockets on any one of these lawsuits that are settled or are won.
Absolutely. And I think that the way to actually make change, get change, is, I agree with James Freeman. They need to be criminally charged. This guy needs to be criminally charged for what he did. Period. Yeah. But then, sue him. Sue him for the damages.
The detective called me today. He tried to call me yesterday, but I missed his calls. And he called me today, and I really didn't have a whole lot to say to him other than kind of like what I just said a minute ago. I'm going to rely on what I said right after and the video from here on out. And he asked me. Well, I have to ask you this, Harvey. Do you want to pursue criminal charges on this guy? And I'm like, hey, what the hell kind of question is that? I was saying yes, I wanted criminal charges on him after it happened. So here it is, 3 or 4 days later, and they're still trying to figure out if I want to pursue. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah. Oh, let's just let this die down. Maybe he'll change his mind. Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Yeah, so they're not filing charges on him yet because they wanted to make sure that I wanted to file charges on him. I got mad.
And you said,
do you?
Yeah. Put him on speaker.
Call from Matthew Reardon, Lafayette County Audit.
Can y'all hear it?
Inmate at the correctional
Yep.
facility. Three-way or call waiting is not allowed and may automatically disconnect this call. This call
They don't.
subject to being recorded or
This might get him in trouble, dude.
privileged communications between attorney and client.
Got Chili.
I don't think he cares about trouble at this point. He does not care about trouble at this point. I'll guarantee you that.
We put on three-way everything else on that.
To reject it, your call has been accepted. What's up, Harvey?
Oh man, I'm doing a live stream with Cliff and a couple of other people. You got anything you want to say to the world?
What's up, world? Yeah, I definitely do, okay? There's some numbers that you should be getting tonight, both for the Lafayette County Detention Center as well as District Attorney's Office. The District Attorney over here in Lafayette County stonewalled this thing for weeks, and I say it's the direct cause of me being illegally extradited. Kidnapped is a better word for it. And I'm asking you, okay, it is our constitutional right and duty as citizens to redress our government officials, to redress the government. And it acts so egregiously out of line and tyrannical, such as what's going on right now. So I would like people to after hearing all the details of what happened.
I don't think anybody's really heard yet, man, because
Yep. Just
Cliff
tell them we
said-
haven't revealed it yet, but
Cliff
yes.
told me to keep it on the down low, so why don't you just explain everything that you want to explain now? Nobody interrupt him.
All right, so, everybody pretty much knows what went on with the sham DWI over in Galveston. Completely sham, but that was the felony charge.
All right, hold on, Matt. I'm gonna interrupt you. We haven't announced publicly yet that they moved you to Mississippi. So start, yeah.
So yeah, okay.
But you're on the right track. I'm just letting you know what.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, dude.
So let me just say that on May 24th, the felony charge, DWI third or more, which we've known has been sham since day one, was dismissed, and there's an order of dismissal. Okay, the attorney, Luis Baez, who is the attorney over my extradition proceedings, basically to prevent Mississippi.
Let him know he's in our chat, Harvey.
Huh?
Harvey, let him know he's in our chat.
I can't hear you, Cliff. What?
Let him know he's in our chat. Mr. Baez is in our
the
chat.
attorney is in your chat. Just keep going, Matt. Sorry, the attorney's
What's
listening.
up, Luis? So Luis sent the district attorney the order for dismissal, and the district attorney never responded back to him. He put in several calls to the district attorney's office, never got a call back. It was on Monday, we had a disposition hearing for the extradition proceedings. We have asked for any and all papers associated with the extradition to see, because I've challenged the legality of this extradition since day one. Mississippi had no right to ever they've really been behind everything since day one with the DWI. This was all a coerced plan for Mississippi to then come in and try to revoke my unsupervised probation because of the sham DWI that they played a part in rigging up with Galveston. It's all been quid pro quo. So anyways, the district attorney in Galveston said that they don't have any supporting papers for the extradition. So as I've said since the beginning, why was I being held on this extradition hold? There's no reason to hold me if there's no paperwork justifying the extradition. If the DA doesn't have anything, then I shouldn't have been held. Well, later on that day on Monday, I ended up getting called out of my pod in Galveston, told to pack up my stuff. Apparently, the extradition agents had arrived. There's a under Texas law, Texas Code of Criminal Procedure 51.13, section.
Nikki, go ahead and pull that up.
Section 3 details out a fugitive from justice, the requirements to be a fugitive from justice. I was never a fugitive from justice. I never committed a crime in Mississippi and then fled. This was all a, the DWI happened in Galveston, and I was in jail in Galveston. I never fled Mississippi. But most concerning of all is the fact that I never waived extradition. I never signed a waiver allowing Mississippi to just come and pick me up without having a court hearing on this. I had a habeas corpus filed challenging the legality of the extradition proceedings, and the judge ignored all that. The court ignored all that. Going back to the 51.13, section 10 is the rights of the accused, which deal with a habeas corpus. Anybody that's in extradition proceedings, they're allowed to test the legality of the extradition by filing a habeas corpus, which we did. But section 11 goes on to saying that if the rights of the accused are ignored and a hearing is not held, that any officer that passes off that particular person to extradition agents and extradites that person across state lines, any officer that is connected with it, that played a part in it, is guilty of a misdemeanor and is punishable by up to 6 months and a $1,000 fine.
Keep the phone up there, Harvey.
Huh?
Keep going, Matt.
And if you ask me, that is a weak penalty for what really happened. Because what really happened was I was kidnapped. I was put into a 3-foot by 4-foot metal box in a van with no windows at about 4 o'clock in the afternoon on Monday. And I was driven all throughout the day, all throughout the night, all throughout the morning until I got to Lafayette County, Mississippi at 7 o'clock in the morning, Tuesday morning. And the box was opened.
Yeah, because we posted your bond. We haven't released any of that yet. So we did post his bond. The lawyer, he had a court date about 2 weeks ago. They got his bond lowered to about $3,000. The lawyer told me, he said, Harvey, post his bond. I already talked to Mississippi. They're not coming to get him. So I posted his bond, and then that started a clock for Mississippi. I think the law is what they had 10 days or whatever to come and get you.
10 business days, but at the same time,
so they came and got him.
Galveston to give me Galveston still had a responsibility to give me an extradition hearing, and especially with the habeas corpus filed, Mississippi had all the chance in the world. What they could have done is they could have put in for an extension. They could have asked for up to a 30-day extension before coming to get me, because those proceedings had not been done yet.
Yeah.
But all that was ignored. And now I'm in Lafayette County, Mississippi. And now the misdemeanor that I was set for trial for July 15th for jury trial, who knows if I'm going to make it back to it. Next Friday, July 5th, is the pretrial date. And what I think and what Cliff thinks, and I believe what Harvey thinks as well, and I'm sure a lot of y'all probably think, is that this was an intentional ploy to try to get me out for Lafayette County to help bail Galveston out of the shit that they did. Okay? And basically now Lafayette County is holding me, and they're going to hold me hostage to where I intentionally miss my pretrial date. I intentionally miss my trial date. And I believe what they'll do then is Galveston will issue a bench warrant saying that I failed to appear. And that I failed to, but the real reason is, if that happens, I failed to appear because I was unlawfully held by Lafayette County.
Well,
when I never should have been transferred over here. From
what the bondsman told me, that the lawyer, since under your circumstances, they ought to be able to keep getting set a new date and put it off. Under your circumstances, you'll just get a reset, and the lawyer's going to have to figure out what to do.
Yeah, but what really sucks about this is I'm the one that's asking for a dismissal due to a speedy trial violation.
Yeah.
And now it basically looks like the reason for the delay is on me, because I'm over here and I'm basically having to ask for a continuance on all that when I never wanted that. I wanted the speedy trial. I wanted for this to get nipped in the bud. I want to clear my name.
Yeah.
Okay. Justice delayed is justice denied. That's
We
what
just
this is.
need to pray that on this pre-trial coming up that your lawyer can get this dismissed, and then Mississippi will have to let you go, man. That's what we need.
Well,
this has gone on too long, bro.
And here's the important part of what's going on right now is in Mississippi, by law, they have to give me, and this even goes up to the Supreme Court of the United States, like I'm in for probation revocations, they have to give a preliminary hearing. If you're held under a warrant, if you're arrested under a warrant for probation revocation, which the official arrest under the warrant happened yesterday when I was brought to Lafayette County, okay, at 7 o'clock in the morning. They have 72 hours to give me a preliminary hearing to determine if there's probable cause to actually hold me for a true revocation hearing, to revoke my bond. Now, here's the crazy part. The bench warrant for the probation revocation says that that it is a charge of violation of probation on the original charge of possession of a controlled substance.
Nikki, can you pull that up?
I've never been charged with possession of a controlled substance. I've never been charged or convicted of it. I was on probation for stalking a public servant, okay, which was already a bullshit charge that should have gone to trial. But I was on violation for that, for stalking, okay, not for possession of a controlled substance. So this is a false charging instrument anyways. Then it says the following violations to wit. Defendant was charged in case number 2023-005559 by Galveston, Texas Police Department with the felony crime of driving under the influence, third offense. But check this out. In the state of Texas, they don't have the charge of driving under the influence anymore. It's driving while intoxicated. And that's what I was charged with, was driving while intoxicated, third offense. The case number was 23-CR-2981. Okay, so this is a completely bogus case number that they threw in here just out of thin air, in a crime that doesn't even exist in Texas anymore. I've got an order for dismissal in my hand right now, showing the driving while intoxicated, third offense, has been dismissed. Okay, so here's the kicker. Okay, the district attorney was sent this information, was sent the order of dismissal, stonewalled attorney Luis Baez. Okay, Lafayette County chose to blatantly waste taxpayer dollars. Okay, a gross misuse of taxpayer dollars to send extradition agents to transport me across state lines when they had this information to show that their bench warrant was false. Okay, and that the charge that this call will be terminated in 2 minutes they were trying to violate me on has been dismissed. So I want to find out exactly how much it costed to extradite me. That's public information. We can do a public records request on that and find out what it costed. And we need to put that information out to let the taxpayers know how their own government is spending their taxpayer dollars, how they're just throwing it down the drain on bullshit like this, just playing, tyrannical games. And then the governor of Mississippi and the governor's warrant said that he certifies that the annexed papers are duly authenticated. The annexed papers meaning the bench warrant. So the governor said, yes, the bench warrant is correct, when it's clearly false information in there. And that pins that at the top of the state. The high executive of the state of Mississippi lied in his bench warrant and never certified. This call will be terminated in 1 minute. And never certified that the papers were true and legit. And he also said it's been represented to me that the fugitive was in Mississippi at the time of the alleged offense, and thereafter fled Mississippi and has taken refuge in your state, presently in the custody of the Galveston County Jail.
Hey,
I
Matt.
didn't commit the crime. Hey, let me call you back, all right?
Yeah, when the time runs out, just call right back.
I'm calling right back.
All right, you keep going till the time runs out.
All right. Yeah, so how do I commit the crime of DWI in Galveston, and I've been in the Galveston County Jail the entire time, but yet I fled Mississippi after getting the DWI? That's bullshit. It's like the whole thing is a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. Call it back.
All right, call back, dude.
So, John, it's Mississippi DA, Circuit County, in Lafayette County, who is the DA that and you put the phone number in the chat again, Nikki.
Could y'all
We're not
hear that
asking
pretty
folks
good?
to call.
Could y'all hear that pretty good?
Put one in the chat if you heard it pretty well.
I had to set the phone down for a minute to turn my air conditioner off. That's why I set it down.
And then put a 2 if you didn't hear it well, and then we'll make sure that when he does call back, Harvey will put it closer to the mic. No, we're getting some ones coming in.
Okay, good, because I'm gonna keep holding the. Man, my damn shoulder's starting to hurt from holding the phone. But I'm gonna get through it. Trust me.
Suffer through it. Suffer through it.
Yeah.
Make him suffer.
All right, here he is.
Okay.
Matthew Reardon, Lafayette County Audit.
An inmate at the correctional facility. Three-way or call waiting is not allowed and may automatically disconnect this call. This call is also subject to being recorded or monitored, except for privileged communications between attorney and client.
Mute your mic.
Following options. If you consent to this call,
Just press 1.
And to accept this call, dial 1 now. To reject this call, dial 2. Your call has been accepted.
All right, I'm back.
Yep.
Go ahead.
So okay. So I've got several things. And I'm Cliff, do you have, or Nikki, do you have this governor's warrant pulled up on the screen?
Nikki can get it pulled up there. And I believe the actual information on the governor's warrant, Matthew, just so you're aware, it might be correct. I think I'm not positive if the case number is correct, but it's not.
The information on the governor's warrant is not correct, though, in the fact that the governor of Mississippi, I, Tate Reeves, governor of the state of Mississippi, do hereby certify that the annexed papers are duly authenticated under Mississippi law. The annexed papers is the bench warrant, is the supporting documents that were turned in to the governor. And he's saying that the bench warrant, he's certifying as the highest executive officer of the state that this stuff is in working order and is correct, and it is not. So it says, and present that Matthew Oliver Reardon, hereinafter referred to as the fugitive, stands charged in the city of Oxford, County of Lafayette, Mississippi, with the crime of violation of the terms of his probation in connection with the conviction. Now, look, hey, that part is correct, okay? I was they're trying to violate my probation in connection with a conviction, the in cause number LK22, and a bench warrant has been issued. The bench warrant would be the previously mentioned annexed papers, okay? Because he's talking that was what was turned into the governor, okay? And he's saying,
right.
And a bench warrant's been issued, so he's seen the bench warrant. And the governor says that he authenticates it under Mississippi law, okay? And it's been represented to me that the fugitive was in Mississippi at the time of the alleged offense being DWI, okay? That I was in Mississippi at the time that I committed the DWI and thereafter fled from Mississippi and has taken refuge in your state and is presently in the custody of the Galveston County Jail. Please tell me how that makes any sense whatsoever.
It doesn't.
It doesn't at all. So, the governor has some. The governor has some explaining to do on this. A lot of people have some explaining to do on this, and just to add to our redress list. I'm going to just go ahead and say, where's it at? Right here. Let me give you this number. This is the state of Mississippi, Tate Reeves, governor. The phone number is area code 601-359-3150. Looks to be the number to the governor's office in Mississippi.
And if our mods want to put that in the chat, go for it.
And I've got the number to the extradition coordinator, but I don't think that's really important because the extradition coordinator wasn't the one to say that the papers were, authenticated. It was the governor. This is just a mess. Honestly, getting back to Nikki, can you pull back up the bench warrant that was issued?
Yeah, not the governor's warrant, the bench warrant, the one that says for controlled substance.
Yeah. The last paragraph of the bench warrant says the defendant herein shall be advised that no attorney shall be appointed for these proceedings, and should the defendant desire representation by counsel, said counsel shall be retained immediately at the defendant's expense. So, here's the thing. Let's be honest. I don't want any attorney that's appointed by Lafayette County because clearly I feel like that would be something rigged. But we can't ignore the Constitution and, there's something called abuse of discretion when it comes to the court and a clear showing of biasness. And this judge, Grady Tollison, is completely biased. And he was the judge that presided over the revocation of my probation back November of 2022 when he gave me a year to serve in prison for doing what I was told to do to report a crime, to report this issue to the federal authorities, and I had to come into Oxford, okay? That's a different story for a different day, and I'm sure that Cliff can update you on all of that, but here's the thing.
We actually featured it on our channel.
At the end of the hearing, okay, whenever the judge would not let me produce the evidence to show that the deputy lied and that I was doing exactly what I was told, when he sentenced me to a year in prison, I told the judge that he was a corrupt judge, and that's on the transcript, okay? And that transcript is on Delta Computer Systems of what happened with that revocation hearing, and it ends with me saying, "You are a corrupt judge." When I'm taken out of the courtroom. Well, I filed emergency motions with the Supreme Court, and I reported that judge to the Supreme Court for butchering my due process on all of that. So the judge already had a clear bias towards me. Why is this judge the one to sign this bogus-ass bench warrant and the one to preside over this revocation proceeding as well? And he's saying that I'm not going to have any attorney appointed. Bullshit. That is a abuse of discretion. Okay. So I've got a few things. I've already looked on the law library over here. They have to give me a preliminary hearing by the end of business tomorrow, and I've let every jail official know, hey, I am not wavering any of my rights. I demand my preliminary hearing as I'm entitled to within 72 hours of arrest. Okay, so y'all have to give it to me by the end of the day tomorrow. It basically due process mandates preliminary and final revocation hearings in the case of probation are under the same conditions as are specified in Morrissey v. Brewer. Okay. Now, the neutral and detached body that conducts the probation revocation hearing should decide in each individual case whether due process requires that an indigent probationer be represented by counsel. Though the state is not constitutionally obliged to provide counsel in all cases, it should do so where the indigent probationer may have difficulty in presenting his version of disputed facts without examination or cross-examination of witnesses.
Nikki, how dare you?
Of complicated documentary evidence. In every case where a request for counsel is refused, the grounds for refusal should be stated in the record. Okay. But look, when facing a revocation, so controlling case law in Mississippi, including U.S. Supreme Court case law, says that when facing a revocation of probation, a probationer is entitled to a preliminary hearing and a final revocation hearing. Furthermore, the purpose of a preliminary revocation hearing is to determine that reasonable grounds exist for revocation by someone not directly involved in the case, and to determine if probable cause exists to believe that a violation has been committed. Burden versus State. That's a 1994 Supreme Court case right there, a Mississippi Supreme Court case.
Nikki, scroll that. Scroll.
Do what?
No, go ahead, Matt.
Minimum due process requirements for a final revocation hearing include the written notice of claim violations of probation, disclosure to probationer of evidence against them, the opportunity to be heard in person and present witnesses and documentary evidence, the right to confront and cross-examine adverse witnesses, a neutral and detached hearing body. Members need not be judges or lawyers. Okay, so hey, Tollison is not a neutral and detached hearing body. He needs to recuse. Okay, he needs to recuse, and I'm going to demand that he recuses, because this is, I mean, it's ridiculous to think that he's going to, you know, attempt to preside over this again, when, I mean, this bench warrant just makes absolutely no sense. This bench warrant was what was used to get the governor's warrant. That's what was used to extradite me across state lines. It's too late to say, oops, I made a mistake. All right, this is you know, this is concreted in. You can't
It's
go back
egregious.
and undo the steps that you took. You can't go back and undo the steps that you took to illegally extradite me across state lines and say, oops, we made a mistake in the bench warrant. In fact, we made a mistake in the entire bench warrant, because none of the stuff is true and none of the stuff makes sense. Because that's what the governor went off of when he said that everything was true and in order.
Yeah, let me, Nikki, will you scroll our disclaimer, please? And then, no, you're absolutely right, Matthew. Can he hear me at all?
I can't hear
Can
you.
Matthew hear me? Yeah, he can't hear me. So go ahead, Matthew. We'll just let you finish up.
So, yeah, I mean, outside of that, I just, you know, this is, I'm sick of this stuff going on. This is exactly the type of mess that, you know, I got word that was going on in Galveston, but clearly it blew up into something a lot larger than Galveston. In the city of Galveston, it's Galveston County, and it's LaFayette County, Mississippi, that's been behind all this since the beginning. They're running a kangaroo court. As I refer to circuit court as the circus court, because of the way that it's being run and the way that you know, constitutional rights and due process are blatantly ignored. Particularly if you're a journalist with a camera. You're the most dangerous person in the world to these people. But yeah, and just touching on a couple other things furthermore. Mississippi law, Mississippi Code 47-7-37.1 says that a state must show basically.
This call will be terminated in 2 minutes.
basically, it comes
Hey,
down to the state must show.
You can call back. You can call back again if you want, man. But here, keep going, man. I'm sorry I interrupted you.
Yeah, no, you're good, man. The state must show by a preponderance of the evidence that a felony was committed to revoke probation. And obviously, I have an order for dismissal showing the felony was dismissed. The mere arrest of a probationer is not a violation of probation. That's Elkins versus State. That's a Mississippi Court of Appeals ruling back in 2013. And as I've said time and time again, okay, it's not illegal to be falsely arrested. What is illegal is to falsely arrest somebody, okay? The fact that I was pulled over
This call will be terminated in 1 minute.
The fact that I was arrested for that bogus charge that lacked all probable cause, that's not my fault that I was arrested for that. At the end of the day, that's Galveston's, and the whole thing reeks of nasty conspiracy. When alleged, let's see. Yeah, that about sums it up right there. But yeah, Mississippi Code 47-7-37 also details out that a preliminary hearing must be provided within 72 hours of the arrest. So I'm holding these people to that. I don't see how there's any probable cause to even have a final revocation hearing.
Well said.
Yeah, let me do this. Let me call back and I'll answer some questions that are in the chat.
Okay,
Okay.
man.
All right. So people ask.
And folks, if you're going to ask questions, go ahead.
I'm going to use the bathroom and then we'll ask questions to Matt.
Okay. Yeah. So if you're going to ask questions, put in big bold print, question, semicolon or colon, and then ask the question. And we'll make sure that the question gets to Matthew. Keep in mind, none of us are attorneys, so we're not giving legal advice. But he's put a one in the chat if you think he's well versed in the law. I mean, he spends a lot of time at the law library. He's had a full 2 years besides 10 days of freedom to really look into all of these things. So put a 2 in the chat if you think he doesn't know what he's talking about. But I think he articulated things pretty well here. That's just my opinion, but I'm right. A lot of ones coming in.
Communications between attorney and client. Please select from the following options. If you consent to this call being recorded and to accept this call, dial 1 now. To reject, your call has been accepted.
Hey, hold on, man. I'm in the bathroom.
Hey, before I answer questions, I want to toss this out there.
Hold on, I'm in the bathroom. Nobody can hear you.
Okay.
No, we can all hear you.
Oh, y'all can hear me?
Yeah. Apparently it's because I couldn't hear any splashing. So
a lot of questions coming in.
Look, let me set this charger up, man, because my phone is. Okay, Matt, say what you got to say.
Okay, so before I get around to
Tell them there's a lot of questions.
Questions that are asked. So obviously, right now, we need. I would like to find a. I would like to get an attorney over here in Oxford to represent me. So I know that Cliff is working on some things, trying to talk to some people and trying to find somebody that'll take it on and be a decent price. Hopefully, I'm not in this jail for very long, but. And I will say, Lafayette County Jail, it's a lot cheaper than Galveston County as far as phone calls and commissary and things like that go. If anybody has, is willing to assist with any of the cost of phone calls, maybe provide me with a little commissary, money while I'm in here. The website is jailatm.com. ATM like cash machine, but jailatm.com. It'll ask you to register for an account, put in your email address for a username, and but it'll ask you, once you set that up, it'll ask you to, when you're sending money, it asks you to select the state of Mississippi, or you'll select the state of Mississippi. For the facility, select the Lafayette County Detention Center, and then type in my last name, which is Reardon, Reardon. Hit search, and you'll find me. And then that will put money directly to my books for me to get hygiene, get food products, and then I can transfer that money to the phone as well. I can also do video calls in here. So yeah, is there any?
Yeah. If anybody's ever been in jail before, they barely feed you enough to keep you alive. They give you dinner. They give you dinner at 4 o'clock, and by the time you go to bed at 9:30 or 10, you're already hungry, and then you have to wait till 5 o'clock in the morning to get breakfast. It is literally torture. So if people can find it in their hearts, put a little money on their commissary, that would be amazing. And we are running Matt's Give Send Go link too at the same time. But Matt, this is your time. Keep going, buddy.
Okay.
Well, we got a lot of questions.
I would like to,
Questions.
I'd like to answer some questions. Yeah.
What's the first question, Cliff? Because I can't see the comments.
Nikki, can you pull up those questions? Kind of scroll back into the chat, and that way he can read them.
Yeah, if you.
Well, you took the first one down, but here's the first one.
Who is the prosecutor, Matt?
The prosecutor is, you know what? I do
It's
not.
the district attorney.
It's Stephen something. It starts with an E. Luis Baez. If you're in the chat, if you, I know you know that you pulled it up. Stephen something.
Okay, he answered that question. This
It's
next
the
question,
district attorney.
This next question, you can Google that and get the answer to that. Let's pull up another question. Has he gotten emails from everyone involved between Galveston and Mississippi? He's in jail. He's in jail. How could he do that? Does this false arrest smell of... All right, that's a terrible
Far
question.
left ideology. Yeah, no. We don't get into politics here.
Who's picking
it's
these
not
questions?
a political left or right thing. It's not. It's a tyranny thing.
All right, next question.
I'm looking for the next question. Besides, how long can we time Galveston Island out for?
How long can we what?
Time Galveston Island transparency effort. Tell him, Harvey.
When does... Come on, man. Matt's asking to answer some serious questions, man. This question that just popped up, that's a matter of opinion for anybody.
Yeah, those are opinions. Yeah.
Next question.
Come on, people. Ask those questions again if we haven't read them out loud.
I'm getting irritated. I don't know if it's the person picking the questions or if nobody's asking any questions.
No one's asking questions yet.
All right, Matt, no one's asking questions, man.
All right. Yeah,
it's been pretty well explained.
I know, and you know.
Galveston Island, do you have any questions?
No, I think that he's explained it pretty well. I mean,
yeah,
he's well read and he's gone through this. I mean,
he's had a lot of time to study. He's been locked up for this Galveston thing for 10 months, and then he only
11
had 10
almost.
15 days.
Yeah, he only had 10 days of freedom, and he was locked up for a year before that. I mean, this shit is really irritating. All right, we got your Give Send Go link, Matt.
We need to get this pushed out on some big channels. I know Cliff's in the process of growing his. You know, we need to get this on some pushing.
Matt,
we got channels that have a lot of people.
We've got 200 live watchers watching right now.
Awesome.
Yeah, we got this on it.
What more do you want?
Share.
To let everybody know, please subscribe to Cliff's new channel. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, Lafayette County Audit, make sure you subscribe to that as well and check out the videos. Any more questions?
Any more questions?
No.
Okay. So do you have a hearing set in Mississippi? That's what I want to know.
No. So as of today, I had my mom call up there today, and basically I told her to say that I'm asserting my right to that preliminary hearing within 72 hours, refused to waive any rights, and she called up there, and they transferred her to Judge Tollison's attorney.
Yeah.
And that's what she worded it as, Judge Tollison's attorney. And that attorney took her name and number to call back if he had any news or whatever. Then Cliff called up there and said that whenever he called, they were friendly in the circuit clerk's office until he said Matthew Reardon. And then the tone changed, and they wanted to kind of get complacent on the call and said that it was up to the district attorney to schedule the preliminary hearing, which I think that's bullshit. It's not left up to the DA, especially the DA that dropped the ball on this whole entire deal. It's not one-sided like that.
Yeah.
This is a matter that the court needs to set the hearing. But anyways, they gave Cliff the number of the DA, or two numbers for the DA. Cliff called, and busy signals on both of them. So we definitely, that DA, please, rip a bunch of calls into that number.
Hold on.
Definitely worthy of
That was a good question that was up, and now it's gone.
Okay.
The
Sorry about that. That was my fault.
The question was, haven't you already time served what you were charged for? That was a good question, and now it's gone. Question: Isn't time served by now more than what could be sentenced to you if you're guilty? And that is a great question, and you are correct.
Yeah.
Matt, please explain that to him.
Okay, that's a great question. And answer to it, I have been offered time served 3 separate times on the misdemeanor DWI. They do that so that they can try to get an easy conviction. But if you're not guilty, if you're innocent of it, then you don't give them the conviction. The fact of the matter is, I've been in jail for over 10 months on what was reduced to a misdemeanor. The felony was dismissed. It was refiled as a misdemeanor. The longest that they can give me in jail on a misdemeanor conviction is 180 days. So I'm already 4 months past the maximum that they could give me on a conviction. So hell no, I'm not going to plea out the time served. As my attorney and I have told them over and over, the only thing I'm going to take is a dismissal completely or a jury trial.
And if he pleads guilty, then that violates the conditions, even though the conditions were bought up on bullshit charges that don't even exist. But if he did plead guilty, that would violate that condition in Mississippi.
Well,
So,
but no, not necessarily.
okay,
not
well,
really.
explain it. Explain it, Matt. I'm sorry.
Well, Mississippi law 47-7-37.1 specifies that probation, that the court can revoke probation for a felony charge or for absconding from reporting. And I was obviously not on any kind of reporting, supervision. The felony charge has been dismissed, okay? But still, I'm not going to give them any type of conviction whatsoever. The fact of the matter is, what they did was wrong, and I'm going to fully hold them accountable, by every, possible remedy that I can. I lost everything in this ordeal. I'd already lost my place to live because of me being in prison for a year, okay?
The banishment.
My wife is straight off. I took the thing. I was staying in a hotel for the first 9 days after I got out of prison and realized it got too expensive, and I decided to come out to Texas to link up with my friends out there with Harvey Freebird, and I came out there with my car.
Hold on now. Hold on. Didn't Ninja invited you over here? I'd never met you or talked to you before.
Yeah, Ninja, Austin, but you know, Austin, all my stuff is now gone.
Yeah.
My laptop computer.
Let's
is
talk
gone.
about that for a minute. Yeah, good point.
Well,
go ahead.
Yeah, my iPhones are gone. He switched out the iPhones in my bag with 2 busted iPhones.
The laptop's gone.
My cell phones are my 2-factor access into my YouTube channel and into everything is 2-factor. So that screwed me over royally.
What about your
I don't know
laptop?
what he did.
What kind of laptop did you have?
The laptop was a brand new HP gaming computer, a gaming laptop, which, you know, that means it has a super badass graphics card for doing video processing. I wasn't using it for games. I was using it for video production.
How much did you pay for it?
About $700 and change, I think, after tax.
And that laptop is gone, Austin.
The laptop is gone. I had a brand new. I had just gotten the iPhone 14 1 week prior to coming down.
And that's gone.
That's gone. That's $1,000 phone gone. That's still linked to a.
This call will be terminated in 2 minutes.
And then I had an iPhone XS that is gone. That's
gone.
All of my kids' pictures, you know, from my oldest kid to my youngest, videos, all that gone. Luckily, I still have retained one of the cell phones. Harvey has that in safekeeping for me. So hopefully I can get back into my accounts.
One cell phone out of 3 cell phones and 1 laptop. That's all I was able to get from Good Citizen News, and it was the least. It was the the 2 expensive cell phones and the expensive laptop are gone. And here's what's fucked up. Here's what really makes me mad is he brought over a bag of trash and dropped it off to me, and he thought that I was just going to hold on to this stuff for months or whatever it took until Matt got out. And then he was going to say, well, Harvey must have took the shit because I gave it back to him. But no, that's not what happened. As soon as he gave it to me,
This call will be terminated in 1 minute.
I documented it.
Yeah.
And Matt said this was not his stuff. And I have him video recorded admitting that the stuff that Matt gave him is now missing and it's his fault. So there's no way he can try to say that I took the stuff. He took the stuff.
I lost literally everything this ordeal. Galveston seized my car and sold my car at public auction. I literally lost everything. I'm not giving them a damn thing. I'm taking this all the way, and then I'm filing a huge civil rights suit over this matter.
Yeah.
They can take that to the bank.
And that's why he's still in jail.
Hey.
All right, Matt, dude.
Everybody, take care. I appreciate your help.
We're here for you, bro. We're doing everything we can, dude. Hey. Keep your head up.
Phone calls.
Keep your head up, dude. Call me anytime. I'll answer.
All right, man. Appreciate it. Hey, y'all, call. Lafayette County Detention Center, the DA, the court, the governor's.
There you go.
Yep. There you go.
Look,
we did have another question here. Let me go ahead and ask this question. No, let me ask these questions here. This question was, do you think that the right to a speedy trial has been violated? He submitted that to that court.
You can leave that question up there. Don't change the subject because then I'm going to forget about this. Okay. Yeah. He was just talking about all the stuff that Good Citizen News stole from him. And he personally cost me $1,000 over his lies. And
yes, he did.
His lies were, because we all raised $1,600 in the GoFundMe. We raised $1,600 and the trolls started trying to attack that GoFundMe. And we got nervous that GoFundMe would shut the account down and refund everybody's money because I had already started one GoFundMe for him and it had $200 in it and it got shut down and the money was resent. The money was refunded and the people that got refunded the money, they didn't give it back. So we were scared that the money was going to get refunded. We weren't going to get it back. So I told Austin, I said, pull the money out immediately. Let's get the money out of there before the GoFundMe. Okay, I got the money out. And then I'm like, okay, well, now that you got the money out, pay the lawyer the $1,600. There's no point in you holding on to it. And we all know you've been gambling a lot lately. So let's give the money to the lawyer immediately. Well, he started with this story. Well, the lawyer said he won't take the $1,600. He wants the $2,500 only. Not 16, only 25. Well, Matt Reardon talked to the lawyer from jail. The lawyer didn't know anything about the $1,600 that was raised. The lawyer said, hell no, I will take the $1,600. So I go back to Good Citizens News, send the lawyer the $1,600. And he kept on with this lie. The lawyer will not take the $1,600. This is my lawyer. And he made sure that none of us could access this lawyer because this lawyer was his lawyer. And anyways, so this lie went on for a week. The lawyer only wants the $1,600, not. So I said, okay, well, I'm going to put up $1,000 with the $1,600. Let's go pay the lawyer right now. Put up or shut up. All right. Yeah. I put up the $1,000 to make the 25. Okay. I took his ass to the bank, and then he couldn't come up with the full $1,600, even though the receipts showed that he had processed out the money. He couldn't come up with it. Okay. But so it proved that he was lying. It cost me $1,000. Then all of Matt's electronics are missing. And look, I mean, I have recordings of. I'm not going to get into that, but
we've got a lot more to come on this. We're gonna fully expose this later.
Yeah, and so
fully.
I'm not going to mention any names, but people told me that he's been stealing money from his grandmother. So when I put the pressure on him for this GoFundMe money, this is my opinion now. We think that he stole the money from his grandmother to pay the GoFundMe money back, but he did pay the GoFundMe money back. But I mean, it was an act of Congress to get that money.
Yes, V8 outlaw. Yes.
Yeah, it was an act of Congress, and none of his stories matched the receipts, and he lied, and he cost me $1,000 over his lies, and I'm mad, and I will never. He
hasn't posted a video in months. He is a failed auditor, and there'll be more to come.
You will never see me associated with him ever again, because once you break my trust and you lie to me, then I'm done with you. All right, now let's move on.
We're all pissed about it. We're right there with
about it. And then he tried to turn the whole community against Cliff with lies and shit. So and that made me mad.
Well,
this
I'm
guy,
glad you.
Nobody helped Matt more than Cliff did, and Good Citizen News shit all over that man and tried to turn the whole community against him with lies. And the only thing that Cliff did was help, and that was the first red flag for me, man. And that's when I started to switch sides. Like, hey, man, something's not right with him, man. And Bruce is sitting over there all quiet, but Bruce sniffed him out way before I did. Bruce, I don't know if you want to talk about it, but go ahead.
I mean, I bailed him out. I bailed him out live, and I ain't never seen none of the money. So, I don't know. I get lied to and stolen from all the time because I'm I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I bleeding heart, whatever. But man,
me too.
I don't have anything good to say about it. So
yeah, if you bond somebody out from jail, I mean, yeah.
He told me I could have the money back as soon as he won his case against the state.
Yeah, he said as soon as I get a lawsuit, I'll pay you back.
He told me as soon as he gets paid from his lawsuit from the state, so I'll pay you right back in 5 to 10 years.
So he still owes you what, $400 or $500, Bruce?
Yeah, $400.
All right, so this question here, I've been wanting to get to it.
All right, sorry about that, y'all.
No, you're fine. I didn't want to do this yet, but Harvey, I understand his passion, and I'm right there with you. But
we've been trying not to throw it out there and throw it under the bus, but you know what?
It's just sad. It's sad. It really is. I thought that we were looking at a true activist, and it actually hurt me. So let's move on. Let's.
I thought he was my best friend.
Yeah. Do you think that the right to a speedy trial has been violated? In fact, when just before he got extradited to Mississippi, he asked his attorney to write up a motion to dismiss the case on the speedy trial because he had three out of the 4 key things that were needed to get a dismissal because of lack of a speedy trial. 8 months was one of them. He'd been in there for over 10 months, almost 11 months. So he wrote it up and submitted it to the court. The court has never acknowledged it. When he got extradited to Mississippi, he asked Myron, his attorney, to write it up. It's still not on the docket. So we don't know if that dismissal has been there, that there's been a motion for dismissal on speedy trial. But there should be. We're hoping that the attorney does his job. But anyway, moving on from that, there was something else that I saw in here in the chat that I was going to talk about. Now I can't find it. Anyway, Nikki, you've been pretty
Chris
silent.
with Ranker has a question for you.
Okay, where is Ninja and all that? Okay, that's a great question. Ninja has been working behind the scenes, and
he's been there, man.
He's been there, and he's shown us some evidence of some things that we're going to expose later when we truly expose Good Citizen is. So
he's on our side.
Yeah, he is.
The question.
Yeah, absolutely.
Allegedly.
And then, Nikki, do you have something, anything that you're seeing that you'd like to discuss on here? Anything in the chat?
In the chat, they're saying, if you Google Matthew Krueger, Fort Worth Police Department, you'll see that he's been arrested and or fired. As of right now, he has not.
Okay.
The first thing that comes up when you Google it is TB, turn off your, thank you, is that auditor that we were watching the other day that had the title of Fort Worth police officer arrested live, and that was debunked. It is not.
Yeah. No, he was talking about somebody else and made it look like he was talking about Krueger. Ridiculous. Guy needs to be called out for it. I'm not going to mention this channel right now, but.
And Stephanie,
I
did look at that Reddit. But once again, as of now, it has not been confirmed that he has been arrested, nor has it been confirmed that he has been, I don't know, placed on administrative leave or fired.
And I just want to reiterate this too. The Vigilance Committee and all of us vigilantes will not accept anything less than criminal charges on Krueger. So just want everybody to be aware of that. Somebody has their YouTube on, and we're hearing an echo.
I've got a great idea, man. And I don't think a lot of people realize this, but after Krueger pulled the gun out on Manuel Mata for jaywalking, I made a special trip to Fort Worth and found Krueger and went. Me, Manuel, and Carolina found him and went off on him. Y'all should play that video.
Yep.
If you look in my community page,
I looked at it earlier today too. If you could,
look on my
somebody is echoing.
I posted the link in my community post a couple of days ago.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, let's play it if y'all want. It's up to y'all. It's your show, Cliff.
Well, I do want to introduce Tyrants Beware to the channel. He's been doing some work on the backs, behind the scenes. He's close to Oxford, Mississippi, or I don't know how close. He could be a state away, but I'm not going to disclose where he's at and where he's been and what he does. So, but do you have anything to add to all of this, or do you want to discuss what you did today to see if we can help Matthew?
Well, I will actually say that I am 40 minutes away by driving, and that's all I'll give on that. But yes, I did go and talk to the lawyer that I did the internship with, and I found out that he actually was a special judge in one of Matthew's case, so we couldn't use him, but they did give us a lead on a particular law firm which is very interested in cases like this. So we're gonna do our due diligence, check them out, give them a call, and as a final note, I will be going and seeing Matthew this Saturday, so he knows he's got friends right there with him.
Oh, I thought you had the appointment on Friday. I must have misread it. But Saturday, yeah, Saturday's good.
Read your email or your text messages.
Yeah,
You'll understand.
I'll read it again. Okay, gotcha. All right, so there's the update on Matthew. There's the update on Carolina. There's the update on. Oh, you know what? I've still got this fire truck up here too. But Harvey, if you're looking for that other video, and you can send us the link.
I'll
I'd
send
be
you the
more
link.
happy to play it as well.
I'll send you the link right now.
Okay. How many people do we have in the chat? 141. Okay. Everybody, if you think that Matthew is just a piece of trash and should be put in Mississippi prison, put a 2 in the chat. If you believe that he is innocent of the charges that he's been charged with and should be never should have been sent to Mississippi in the first place, put a 1 in the chat. I want to see what people are actually thinking here. I'm looking for 2s. If there's anybody that thinks that Matthew should be where he's at, I want to know about it. I'm not going to call you out. I just want to know. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of 1s. I haven't seen a 2 yet. I don't know if we just got supporters in here, or if we do have some bootlickers. I'd like to see some bootlickers in here. Maybe we can convert them.
I just
go ahead.
emailed you the link, Cliff.
Okay, thank you.
Check your email. Bruce, I don't know what what is gambling. Bruce sent me a text. What's Austin's gambling channel? He does have a channel where he goes and gambles for money.
A channel that you can go and watch him spend the money for Matthew Ritter's lawyer.
Yeah, we can. It's actually on his channel.
It's on his channel, and the money he's spending on that channel is the money for Matthew Ritter. One way or another, I don't care how you want to slice them dollars. Them dollars shouldn't have been lost on there. I'll find it.
I actually subscribe to it, but when I type in poker, it doesn't show up.
Yeah, I have a feeling that some of us may have been blocked.
Poker at the block.
Go ahead and roll that video that Harvey threw up there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we're not going to promote. We're not going to promote his gambling channel over here, so let's just forget about it.
I was just going to let everybody know where they could go and watch him spend the money. They can leave their own comments.
All right, so here's which one am I looking at?
Redress your government. Redress the thieves.
Post from Harvey. Let's share. That link is only showing up as a small. It's not. I don't know if I can play that link there that you sent me, Harvey. Do you have the main version of this? 'Cause
what did I send you? The post? Oh, I sent you the post. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
God dang it! All right, I'll redo it.
I'm putting it in the back chat.
Okay, let me find it in the back chat then.
I got you, man. Just give me 1 minute.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It must be Harvey.
All right, we got it, Harvey.
Got it? Got it.
Yep. Yep, Nikki is she's pretty good at this, so
yeah. Yeah, I had to make two. I had to make 2 trips to Fort Worth over Krueger's excessive force.
Yeah, I wouldn't know what to do without Nikki. I'm telling you. So
she is slick. Yeah, I've been noticing. Very good.
All right, so let me make sure that I've got this set up right. I want to play the right video. I've been trying to get rid of these other ones, but all right. So cop takes verbal beat down. Okay.
Yeah, and Carolina's actually there, and Carolina actually scolds Krueger too. So maybe Krueger slamming her is retaliation for this video right here.
Yeah, I remember this too. I remember watching these. All right, here we go.
Video right here is going to stem from an incident that happened on February 4th, 2024 in downtown Fort Worth, where Manuel Mata was in a very busy and popular area of downtown Fort Worth. It's almost like Bourbon Street. There's hundreds of people hanging out and partying. Well, Officer Krueger spotted Manuel Mata and decided to harass him. And according to Manuel, he accosted him and pulled a gun out on him for jaywalking and arrested him. Well, after they arrested him, they conspired to justify the force they used and added a charge of evading on him. Well, this video is going to pick up 1 week later on February 10th. Me, Carolyn.
You're right, Benghazi Rabbit. He always carries it. him and Galveston Island.
Carries what? In Fort Worth, Whitebeard and Manuel Mata went down there to get their
You're
side
carrying
of the story.
the
And
stream,
we found
Harvey.
Officer Krueger and unloaded on him for an hour
You've got
straight.
the most
You
viewers
guys are
on
really
your
going to
channel.
enjoy this. There's going to be several videos that are going to be coming out this week that stem from this night. But here is us confronting Officer Krueger. Let's get to it.
All right. So, again, folks, anybody that's in the chats, go to Harvey and Galveston Island's and Tyrants Beware's channel. Hit the subscribe button. TB, are you live streaming?
No, I'm actually at work. I can't do a live stream right now.
Okay. No worries, no worries. If you go to Tyrants Beware's channel, click on just click on one of the videos, hit the like, and then come back. Okay. Here we go.
What's your name and your badge number? Can I help you with something? What's your name and your badge number? Officer Krueger, badge 4454.
There he is, right up here in the left-hand corner. Look at that guy. Look at him. This guy, right here.
He looks like he's on drugs to me.
He really does. I mean, if you look at his eyes too, they're not. I mean, he's. There's no gleam in his eyes. It's like he's already dead. The difference between him and the grave is the dirt in his face. It's like he has no soul.
This is the pussy that arrests me. That's him right here. Look. Oh, it's a hoe. Why you pull a gun on me for? Huh? I'm going to discuss an ongoing case with you. Why'd you pull a gun on me, pussy? Jaywalking. You were scared or what?
I apologize, guys. I should have said he looks unalived.
Of all of our actions. Huh? What? You want me to answer your question? Yeah. Okay, you probably want to stop talking so I can answer them. I'm asking you. What's up? Okay, repeat your question for me. Why'd you pull a gun on me? Once again, I'm not going to discuss it. When did you tell me to stop? That I was being detained? Mr. Mata, all the details of the investigation will be reported. Nah. Why didn't you give me a ticket then? Again, jaywalker scared. Yeah, you gave me one afterwards, right? Instead of when I asked.
Keep in mind too, Manuel Mata. The charge was dismissed when he got arrested for jaywalking, and the gun pulled on him. So.
Scumbag. Hey man, scumbag. You should probably call for backup. You're a fucking pussy. I'm sure you're scared. You should call for backup. Coward. Are you just gonna be rude and insult? Shut up, bitch. Yeah, you shut up. You just said you don't want to answer questions. Shut the fuck up. It's not rude. Pulling a gun. Be quiet. Talking about rude. You put a gun on me, bitch, for jaywalking. Talking about respectful and rude. You need to shut the fuck up. Cause smarter, you look when you got your fucking shut.
Hang on. What does that say? Oh, okay, Mike. Nikki, what Mike here said, what do you think?
Apparently, Mike has not seen the body cam footage that was put out.
Yeah, when we first started the stream. So go ahead and rewind all the way back to the very beginning of this stream, and you'll be able to see the truth there, Mike.
Fuck Mike!
Right.
Don't rewind it for one idiot.
Oh no! Oh no! I want to see. I want people to see what bootlickers say.
Okay.
So
I might rewind it and then come back in and have something to say about it.
Yeah.
Don't fucking play with me, man. And I asked you. Her statements are very rude, and they seem to be. So. Hey, can you speak up a little bit? We're hard of hearing. So they're rude. Rude, and you seem to be impeaching my character. I don't appreciate that. Fuck you and your character, because it's garbage. Why y'all take? Where's my body camera? You took it off. Where's it at? Once again, you can get all of that documentation. No, I went. I went to the property room. They said y'all never turned one in. So again, where's my body camera? I went to the property room. There's not one y'all turned in. And Cardenas took it off my chest. After you took it off and handed it to her. Here. Don't worry. I'll see you in court, wimp. Did you lie on the police report too? Don't worry about it. Perjury. Remember that shit. Remember what your supervisor said in court. Are you accusing me of a crime, Mr. Mata? Did you accuse me of a crime? I asked you a question. Did you lie on the police report? Because you're going to be put on the Brady list real soon. You know what that means, right? A Brady violation means when you lie on a police report, untruthfulness, when you file a false oathbreaker. Yeah, you're saying that you are an oathbreaker. Exactly. So that's you broke your oath. Huh? Are you saying that I filed a false police report? Yeah. You're accusing me of a crime? What, you gonna arrest him for that now? You're gonna arrest him for speech now too? You're gonna pull your gun out on him for that? Do you have any factual basis for those allegations, Mr. Mata? Your body camera. Have you gotten a copy of my body camera footage? Oh, don't worry about it. We are. Don't jaywalk. This guy will pull a gun out on you for jaywalking. Yeah. Yeah. No, what are you saying? This man for jaywalking. Huh? It's weird how you want to ask questions.
So I've got a question. Who all was there, Harvey? You, Mata, Carolina was there too. Was there anyone else as far as 1A?
Yeah,
Cop watch?
Whitebeard was there. Yeah, and Carolina is there, and Carolina will be making her appearance really soon. And Carolina's going to give Krueger a piece of her mind. Here in just another minute or two, Carolina's going to walk up, and you'll see it. She's going to go off on him, and that was my question: is this what happened the other day? Retaliation for what Carolina is about to say in a minute or two. Yeah, but Whitebeard, somebody throw Whitebeard's link in the chat. He's a really good friend of mine. He's a really nice guy.
Yeah, that guy's helped me out.
When Good Citizen News wrecked my car in New Orleans, Whitebeard drove all the way out there and picked us up and took me to my court dates and then brought us home. So somebody please put
I've heard a lot of good things about Mike.
He is a freaking great guy, man. I really like him, and I'm looking forward to seeing him real soon.
All right, here we go.
But you don't want to answer them. Scott, I've answered all the questions. Now you keep saying that you're not you're gonna answer them. Why'd you put a gun on me? I'm not going to discuss an ongoing case with you. It's something. Oh, you mean a lie? Case. You mean a lie, right? So how was I evading? How did jaywalking turn into evading? Yeah. Fuck you, pussy. You're a scumbag. Bam.
Right there.
No, come on. There's more of them over there.
Pulled a gun out on this man for jaywalking. You're a little bitch, oathbreaker. Hey, when you get your deposition, I'm going to blast it all over the internet. I'm going to make you famous as fuck. Yeah, piece of shit.
This game, you're not ready for it.
Yeah.
Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
That's Whitebeard right there, isn't it? Yeah, and then here comes Carolina leading the charge here. God, she is just, she's awesome. Here we go.
What's the last time you busted out a pitching board? Oh, last week!
And look how tiny she is. Look how tiny she is, guys. Manuel Mata's not a big guy. She's smaller. She's just a little thing. She doesn't even go up to the roof of the cop vehicle. I mean, she's tiny.
I couldn't understand.
I said, when's the last time you falsified the police report?
I've never falsified the police report.
You know what jaywalking is?
And to think this guy, is gonna slam her head onto the concrete. Just outrageous. He needs to go to jail. He needs to be charged. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna keep saying it. He needs to be charged with a crime.
Yes. You know, jaywalking occurs between two lights. There wasn't two lights in here.
Are you referring to jaywalking as a concept or jaywalking as a statute? You're stupid. There's only one.
Look at this play on words. Oh, he's just so smart, isn't he? Ugh.
This fool said the concept.
No. Jaywalking is not a real thing.
Man, you got a little bitch woman's voice. Speak up, man.
So jaywalking is
Sounds like a woman.
Hang on.
No, let her talk.
Carolina, sound like a little bitch. What was she? Turns around like, oh, Harvey. She's looking at you like, come on, I'm conducting this interview here. I love it.
Let him talk.
I'm just saying I can't hear
a specific statute.
Correct. So,
Yeah, walking in the roadway. 552066.
Sure. I know that the Hanson one isn't, but
Walking in the roadway, 552066. That's the one we're talking about.
you barely take.
I believe that statute is walking on the sidewalk provided, but man, you fucked up.
That's what you arrested me for.
So what's 3802?
I'm sorry.
3802.
He's scared.
Yeah, right. Sure.
I couldn't hear him.
Sure.
What's up, man? I'm scared.
Sure.
You guys scared?
What's your name, badge number?
Officer Leszewski for you.
Look, tight ass pants. Tight.
I don't understand these police officers this day and age. They used to have standards. I don't know.
So it happens when you're at the bottom of the barrel, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I understand they can't have a high IQ either in order to get hired.
No.
If they have a high IQ, they don't even hire them because they wouldn't follow orders well enough.
Yeah.
And they understand that gang mentality is just stupidity. If you can't stand alone against a crowd and ask questions before you just blindly follow orders, they don't want you.
That shirt. Fuck out of here, man. Huh? I got the pic.
Harvey, now that was you in the pig mask, right? I've seen you in the pig mask before.
Yes, that's me.
Okay.
Oh, you got kicked off of Facebook.
I want to be one of them.
Look, that's what y'all are. Look, pig. That's what y'all are. Look, my boy representing Pig Life. Yeah, pigs for life. Hey, good luck in court, though. Good luck in court, dude. I promise you. You're not going to win.
Walter, I completely agree with that statement there. I really do. I think he's very dangerous. I think something needs to be done about him. I think he needs to be in general population in a jail cell. Gen pop, not protective custody.
You're not. That's all. You're not. You're not. You can't lie. Because remember, I told y'all to give me a ticket. What'd you say? You're going to jail for jaywalking. And then how'd I end up with the lady? Because y'all can't lie right. It's all on your cameras. And didn't you say it's not a third-degree felony to turn it off or mute it? Right? Yeah, that's how I like my servants.
What is he doing? He's just he's dancing for the camera. He's just bopping to the music. Holy jeez!
Closed mouth. Didn't you just say that it's not a third-degree felony to mute your body camera or turn it off during an investigation?
Well, I can't hear you. What?
Didn't you just say that it's not a third-degree felony to mute or turn off your body camera during an investigation. Yeah, well, if you had a dick in your mouth and your ear, I wouldn't be able to hear either. But you heard it perfectly what I said. That's why you're not answering.
Manuel, oh, that's colorful First Amendment freedom of speech.
Yeah, you said it over there. Say it again. Dick
He
sucker
just
says
had a
what?
gun pulled on him for jaywalking, so he's pretty
Dick sucker
upset.
says what? Dick sucker
Manuel
says what?
Mod is live on YouTube if y'all want to hear what he's
Dick
saying.
sucker says what?
Would he be okay with us stream sniping him? I don't mind doing it.
He's not live. That was in the video.
That was in the video clip.
Oh my God! Wow, it sounds live to me.
You trolled yourself.
I did.
Yeah, he was live on that night.
Okay.
Somebody put in my comments, I can't hear Manuel, and I was like, he's live on YouTube. Go over there.
Now people are going over to Manuel Mata's channel right now.
Yeah, look, I was live. This came from live on Facebook, and for whatever reason, my audio sucked really bad. So to make up for my audio, I had to. You see how Manuel's video is in the corner? I put Manuel's video in the corner and turned my volume all the way down. So all your audio that you're hearing is coming from Manuel right now, and you're seeing my footage because for whatever reason, the Facebook Live, you couldn't hear nothing. So
well, he must have a really good mic on his.
The audio through this whole video came from his camera. That's why I've got it in the corner.
Okay.
Yeah. Editing tricks. Editing tricks 101.
Nikki, you can mute me anytime. John Denicola said so.
Shout out to Carolina and Fort Worth for teaching me how to edit video.
Oh, absolutely. She.
Old enough to be your dad. What? What's up? Huh?
Hey, pause it.
Why should I respect pussies that did me wrong?
Now, was that in the video, or did you say pause it real quick?
I said pause it because I just want to point out that where Carolina got slammed the other night is right behind his police car over there.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
actually the same exact spot, man. Yeah.
It does look familiar.
It is right behind his police car is where they slammed her the other night.
Yeah. And look at the smug look on his face here.
Yeah.
He knew. He was just waiting. He was waiting to catch Carolina alone without you guys around.
Yeah.
What a piece of...
Dude, you put a gun on me. Fuck you.
Officer
Talking about respect. Shut up, bitch. Now, you want to try it again? Yeah, that's what I thought. Y'all tough till y'all ain't. Y'all bad till y'all ain't. Where's my body camera? What? Where's my body camera? What? It's not. I already talked to the property room. They said none of y'all turned it in.
So they stole his body camera, Mata's body camera. Did he ever get it back?
I don't know.
I thought he said something about it might be. Never mind.
That charge was dismissed, and he's in the process of, like CJ was in the process of filing a lawsuit on Krueger for what he did to Manuel, and then he did this shit to Carolina too. So Krueger's got big problems, man.
Yeah, psychological problems. I think he's a loose cannon. He needs to go to jail. He's
got legal problems.
He needs to be charged. He needs to be charged. Got to charge him. Got to happen.
Isn't that weird? So who's lying? The property room or y'all? I'd rather believe the property room because they know better. Huh? The property room. I have it on. I recorded it when I went earlier.
Yeah, there's the question right there. John Denicola. Have you guys looked into this yet? Do you know if there was a hit and run there? I don't believe there was. But has anybody done a public records request yet to find out if there was? Because that news channel did say that there was a hit and run investigation. Didn't look like there was at all.
Well, the tow truck pulled up to tow a car out of that parking lot too. So even if there was a hit and run investigation, Carolina was right that they were towing cars out of that lot.
Yeah.
Just saying. So.
Well, plus, wouldn't if there was a hit and run? Okay, so I wonder, maybe there was a hit and run, and they're just here looking for the vehicle that ran, and the one that they're towing off is the one that they just parked it there after they did a hit and run. That truck didn't look like, or that vehicle didn't look like it was damaged in any way. So,
but even if
they were investigating something. They were done. Their lights were off. There was no crime scene tape up.
Yep.
They were done. They were having their powwow.
Nikki, you're supposed to be playing devil's advocate.
Not on this one.
Nope. Okay.
Not on this one. Sorry.
Not on this one at all.
You know,
even the bootlickers are going, no, what he did, outrageous. I mean, there's a lot of power behind this one, man. This guy's got to go, and he's got to be charged. Absolutely, Nikki. Good points.
Yeah. So again, try it again. Try it again. Because I don't think the property room's going to lie for you. No, don't expect it.
you know what? Pause it just a second, if you would.
So Mata is very good at redressing, isn't he? I mean, he's dressing this guy down big time. And I don't know, did he get so butthurt that he just wanted to take vengeance out on someone, and the someone happening to be a little tiny middle-aged lady? I'm going to say middle-aged.
Yep, just like that fire chief got pissed off because we told him to quit running his siren. These guys just get all up in their feelings. They sit there and let it stew and, explode. Man, you can't have people like that in a position of power, people that can't control themselves.
Yep, because power does what it wants, not what it's supposed to do.
And don't start it yet. I want y'all to look, okay? Harvey did point this out. This is the same place where Carolina got assaulted. Now, if you look, Krueger's sitting there, no lights. If you look down the street, there's another police vehicle sitting there, no lights. So at this point, couldn't we say, or wouldn't we say, that the night that Carolina got assaulted with no lights on, that obviously it was not an investigation, because it's not an investigation here.
Yeah, they just kind of hang out here. What do they? I mean, this is downtown section, right? There's a lot of bars down here, right? So they just hang out and wait for people to drive away and then go get their DUI. Is that what's going on here?
It's the entertainment district. It's 7th Street, and there's just, and there's several blocks with nothing but bars, restaurants, and then there's the college. What's that? TCU is right there, and so all the young people, that's where they go to party and drink. So they have a substation. Fort Worth Police Department has a substation right there in that neighborhood, and on Friday and Saturday night there could be anywhere from 20. They flood that area with police on Friday and Saturday night, and they get many DUIs, public drunks, fights. I mean, you name it.
And here's the reason why I'm asking this, though, too.
None of these young kids know their rights, and you got all these dumb cops down there, and they just harass and arrest these young college kids. And Carolina goes down there to teach them their rights. And when she sees these cops harassing these young college students for no reason, she steps in. She tells these college kids their rights. She'll get on the officers' butts. I mean, and they just don't. And she records them, and so they have to behave when she's there, and they just don't like it.
Yeah. So Here's what I'm thinking. There was a lot of cars parked there, and it's 3:30 in the morning. So could it be that a lot of these young college students, they get a little, little tipsy, and they're scared because all the cops are around, they don't want to drive. So they go over to that pay thing and try to figure it out, to pay for their parking for however long, until they sober up and can come back to pick up their vehicle. She was kind of investigating this. How do you know if they paid or not? Because she's thinking that they're just towing off random vehicles because it's revenue, right? Tow it off. Got a contract with the towing companies. Revenue. It's a big revenue thing. So I'm thinking that she was looking. Hey, how do you know if they paid or not? You're just going to tow these vehicles out of this private parking lot. So she's asking questions, and she's got a camera. They don't like cameras, and they don't want people to know what they're doing. So I wonder if that could have been. I wonder if there's a bigger picture here where they're towing away vehicles that actually paid for their parking for overnight. I don't know.
And you know what?
I don't know how that works.
John Denicola just pointed something out, and I blew it up so it was full screen. If you look, you see Krueger's car, and then 1, 2, and what looks like a blob in the tree. That looks like it's the same silver truck. Yeah.
In the
When
distance,
you blow it
there.
up, it looks like it's the same silver truck.
Interesting. Yeah, I think there might be something here, and they didn't like it, and they're hiding something. Who knows?
Yeah, I'm not gonna disrespect the gay people like that. This is a sad excuse if he is one. And you got his little sidekick right here. What do you know? Oh. This is their little hey, can I ask you a question? Whenever you shoot up
I like this term, no victim, no crime, but I'm going to tell you something. If there's no victim and you are charged with a crime, I contend that you're the victim. So there's always going to be a victim, whether there was a crime to start with. If the cops take you into custody, they put cuffs on you, they throw you in a cage, you're the victim. So yeah, I believe in no victim, no crime, but it's never going to happen. There's always a victim, no matter what. So you get arrested, if there was no victim, you're the victim. That's just my point on that. Here we go.
steroids, is it true that y'all become typical assholes? Huh? That majority of y'all beat your wives and shit? What? Dick suckers says what? Do you have any basis for these allegations? Yeah, 7.
I did notice those. So if the parking meters weren't working, they put the red bags over them, right? I did notice those in Carolina's video.
Or if it's a
cases
holiday.
that got dismissed for y'all.
Anybody else say something on that?
Oh yeah, I said, or if it's a holiday or something, I think they put them over like if there's a specific exemption.
Okay.
Lying. Should we keep going?
Hey, you're famous, right? I know you. You need to chat, right? Nice to meet you, man. You know?
Enter the bootlicker.
I know you guys. YouTube, right?
Yeah, pause that just a second.
Gotcha, Nikki.
Cop.
Is this guy an undercover cop? I
All
mean,
day long.
my God, did you see how he pushed the other cop basically out of the way, and then he walked away?
Well, look at the smile on the other cop's face. You can tell that those guys play tiddlywinks in the locker room, man.
Yeah. Yeah, he's walking up there like he's just some drunk or whatever.
If you walk up to the cop like that, thrown on the ground.
Interjecting himself. Yeah, he's interjecting himself into the conversation. I think he's trying to give him some cover, like helping him get away. Yeah, good point, Nikki. Good catch.
7 cases dismissed. That's my proof. That's my proof. 7 cases.
Amazon.com, bro.
Well, they would have got dismissed if they were true.
Yeah.
There's the bootleg.
I'm still wearing the pig line on police reports. So again.
Look at Whitebeard. He's just staying right with the guy, talking to him.
I want
staying
everybody
right
to
with it.
picture that I'm still wearing the pig's mask through this whole
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Keep going.
This officer's obviously on steroids.
You're so stupid. I just told you 7 cases that got dismissed because they lied.
These heroes pulled a
They
gun
can't
out
stand
on him
the
for
stand because they got
jaywalking.
truthfulness on their record. I proved it. What
That's
are you
fucking
talking about?
asshole right there. Yeah. Those are your heroes.
Oh, y'all
Taking
gave
another
a
traffic
bootleg?
stop right
That's what
there.
it was? Oh, that's your best y'all got? Come on, trash ass. Like I said, 7 cases. Those are not accusations. It's proof. Proof. Proof.
Hey, there's another traffic stop right there.
Why else would a case be dismissed?
Look, right there.
What?
Now leave them out. Yeah, you should really lay off the steroids, man.
So do you know that lying on the government?
He's nodding his head in agreement, Harvey. So yeah, I think he agrees with you. I should probably get off the steroids. Yeah. What's this say? Oh, media, welcome. 2 female officers who are there. Yeah, that's a good question. Did anybody get the names of the 2 female officers and their badge numbers? And I noticed that they weren't really helping. They bent over. They said she's bleeding, but they weren't really trying to stop him from doing what he did. Maybe he just did it so fast. I mean, he did. He went from 0 to 60 in a heartbeat. And the last words I heard her say before she was thrown violently to the ground was "okay." That doesn't sound like she's trying to resist to me. She said "okay." First she said no, like give me a chance to talk here before you just already, telling me to leave, and then 2 seconds later, before I even have a chance to leave, no, and then
Those female
okay.
cops ain't gonna say nothing, because if they did, they'd be crossing the blue line.
Yep, absolutely. I would hope that more cops start crossing that blue line. It's the only way things are going to change. But you know what? They'd lose their job. They'd be ostracized. They might not get back up on a call. It's scary to go against the blue line for cops that want to be good cops. That's why there are none. That's what I contend. There are none. The good ones are gone.
Government document is a crime. It's a federal crime. So shut the fuck
Defendant
up, dumbass.
Krueger.
This dude's retarded.
Yeah.
You really should stop putting guns on people.
Force they used and added in charge of evil.
Okay, where were we? We were up here.
You're also
There we go. I wanted to say something else too, and I lost my train of thought because I screwed up there. I think I know where it was.
But you're angry vet.
Love you, Angry Vet. See you later.
Take care, bud.
Tyrants beware. We haven't heard from you in a little bit. Have you got anything to interject here?
I've actually kept my mic on mute because this situation, if I say anything, I'm going to be in jail with Matthew, and I don't want that. Let's just leave it at that.
All right. Yeah, that's. God, look at that guy's eyes. You know, and I think I want to put this out there for all the 1A community. If you ever get a whistleblower, protect the hell out of them. If you ever get a cop that comes to you and says, "Hey, what he did was really egregious," don't ever, ever let them be outed. I mean, we need more of them. So if they email you, hey, protect them. I mean, and here's the thing, though. These it's infiltrators. You know, you can't. It's hard to trust. Because you don't know whether to believe them. They are so crafty, and they're doing so many things, just like what Harvey showed in that meeting. That guy was undercover, covering his head, had the blue line. He was wearing a bracelet. The guy was an idiot, wearing the blue line bracelet as an undercover cop, saying, "Oh, they beat me up one time." I mean, they're out there, and so it's hard to trust. But they're stupid. I mean, they're just stupid because I don't know of anybody in the 1A community, and I've got a few friends. I think you guys would agree with that. And we never discuss behind the scenes something really shady, like we should all plan something nefarious. It doesn't happen, people. And anybody that even talks that way, I think Harvey ran into a situation out there at night where they had a camera guy with them that made a statement, and Harvey, all of them, they just kind of got away from the guy. You know, you don't be trying to infiltrate a 1A true 1A auditors and try to get them involved in some sort of nefarious activity, because they'll run your ass off. So enough said on that, I think.
I think it took 6 months before they let me run around with them.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Thank you. Why would you pull the gun before your taser? Why would you pull either one?
Never mind.
Look, this video is going to reach possibly 100,000 people next week. Would you like to give your side of the story? I'm giving you your opportunity. Huh? What? Okay, well, you're going to look like a piece of shit, man. After realizing that you cannot hear what Officer Krueger is saying, I had the audio professionally enhanced, and this is the result of that. I gave you an opportunity. Were you scared?
Oh, Harvey, man, I'm gonna tell you. I almost crapped myself.
Yeah. Hell yeah. That was $180 worth of enhancement too. Hey, I just want to say, it looks like Whitebeard's in the chat. What's up, Whitebeard? We were talking.
Hey, Whitebeard. If we had his email, we'd invite him up here. I don't have his email. If you guys want to send him the StreamYards link, he can come up if he wants to.
I'm trying to eat, man, right now. I will send it to him.
Can you rewind it so John Donicola can hear what was said?
The very important thing here. Yes, absolutely. This
is saying I had the audio professionally enhanced, and this is the result of that. I gave you an opportunity. Were you scared? You're scared? No, were you?
Oh, God. Oh. Whew. I'm gonna rewind it again. I want to see that again. I want to see it again.
Start. Put it to where you can't hear what he's saying, though. Put it back. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
After realizing that you cannot
go back
hear
10 more seconds.
what Officer Krueger is saying.
A little further?
Yeah, go back a little further.
Right here?
That way people can see that that's actually what he said.
Okay. Thank you.
Why would you pull the gun before your taser? Why would you pull either one? Look, this video is going to reach possibly 100,000 people next week. Would you like to give your side of the story? I'm giving you your opportunity. Huh? What? Okay, well, you're going to look like a piece of shit, man. After realizing that you cannot hear what Officer Krueger is saying, I had the audio professionally enhanced, and this is the result of that.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Oh, commercials.
I gave you an opportunity. Were you scared? You're scared?
Oh, man. Okay. I can't do it again. I'm not going to do it again. My stomach started to hurt. Oh, my Lord. Woo.
I really wanted to hear what he had to say. That's why I spent the extra money.
Yeah.
It was well worth it.
Woo. It was worth it. I'm glad you did that, Harvey. I've been noticing. I've been noticing that your style, you're getting more and more humor all the time. You've even taken on some of James Freeman stuff. You've been at the bar today? Oh, man.
James Freeman is the best.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and go. We've been on here for 3 hours.
Okay, go ahead, Nikki.
And it's,
thanks for being here.
Almost my pumpkin time. So
yeah, I know you got to work tomorrow.
Yeah, as soon as I get done eating, I'm in line.
Yeah, I mean,
let's wrap it up.
We can finish the video.
Let's finish the video and then we'll wrap it up. And I appreciate everybody being in here tonight too. So.
No, were you scared when you pulled your gun on Manuel Mata? Oh, so you're being investigated? Is that what you're saying? Huh? You're being investigated for what you did? Well, you guys didn't investigate. Y'all just took him to jail. If y'all would have done a legit investigation, y'all would have let him go. And they'd have took you to jail. What's your badge number, Krueger?
Well, they have their opportunity now. They can take him to jail now. I mean, truly. I mean, this was before this even happened. Harvey was saying, you need to be taken to jail. You should be taken to jail. And here he is. He committed the crime right after this. So, and he should be in jail.
4454. That's what a trash-ass cop looks like, America, right there. Big ego, no brain.
Harvey, don't hold back. Tell us what you really think on that.
I'd get kicked off of YouTube.
Trigger happy. Bet you don't even know the 5 freedoms covered under the First Amendment, do you? But you don't know. Yeah, you don't know. You just know how to pull guns on people for jaywalking. Yeah, you're a piece of shit, man. I gave you an opportunity to look good twice, and you blew it both times. Dude, have you been doing drugs tonight, bro? You look fucked up. You seem confused. Can you step out? Can we do some field sobriety tests? Do you have anything in the vehicle I need to know about? Do you mind if I look around? I'm smelling an odor of alcohol coming off of your breath. Hey, this guy's been drinking, man. That's why he won't get out of the car. He's drunk.
Just the look in his eyes, man. He is pissed. Woo, he's pissed. Ugh. Okay. Okay.
You got an officer on drugs on duty. He said he's going to put bogus charges on me for making defamatory statements.
He's good at that too, Harvey, isn't he? He puts bogus charges on people, doesn't he?
He did too. When I asked him if he was on drugs, he said, I'll have you charged for defaming my character. Which, that shows you how stupid he is, because that's
he thinks he can arrest you for it. and then he put bogus charges on Manuel. Now he's got bogus charges on Carolina. Bogus. And so he needs to be charged. He likes to put charges. He needs charges put. So flip the script, baby. Let's get him. Let's get him arrested.
For saying that.
Tell them what law is that?
Yeah.
What's the penal code for that?
What penal code did I break? What penal code did I break? You said making defamatory.
Okay. All right. Let me pull this up. Where did it go? Oh, that's not it. Where did it? Oh, this is it right here. That's what I want to do. Okay, this video is not a reason why CFW was attacked. This guy was going to attack somebody regardless. He's a loose cannon. He didn't attack Carolina because these guys harangued him. And they didn't really harangue him. They asked him questions. And he answered them half-assed. They don't answer questions. And he's butthurt, yeah, but that's not the reason why he attacked Carolina. He attacked Carolina because he likes to attack, especially somebody that's weaker than him and smaller than him. He's a psychopath. This is just my opinion, but I'm right.
Story statement. What are you gonna file a lawsuit on me? Is that what you're saying? Did I break a penal code? You don't even know what you fucking said, dude. This is your police in 2024. It's fucking sad.
It would appear that Officer Krueger has a history of using excessive force. Manuel Amata provided us with this appeal to the City of Irvine Police Department. They indefinitely suspended him for using excessive force, and it would appear as if they let him resign, and then he slithered his way over to Fort Worth, because Fort Worth will hire any trash cops, Brady list or not. Fort Worth will take you. You'll fit in good.
Absolutely, Fort Worth. Well, and the same can be said for Galveston too, right, Harvey?
It's always been my opinion that Fort Worth is worse, but they're real close.
Yeah.
That's been so. When I moved here, that was one of the things that everybody said was that historically, if you get kicked out of another department, that Galveston picks you up, and it's they don't abide by the Brady list. They don't participate in it. They think it's hogwash.
Oh yeah, Nikki tried to look up the Brady list for the Galveston Police Department. They don't have one.
Their union actually makes comments about ongoing investigations, So, the police department itself doesn't, but the union that's run by the police, they make comments about stuff all the time. So,
yeah. Well, I can tell you there are Galveston Police Department officers that are on the Brady list. We do know that because we've seen court documents proving it. Matthew's case even. So
I think that after Caldwell arrested Bruce and the two other guys for just standing on the sidewalk, and it caught a lot of national attention, I think somebody higher up in the Galveston Police Department put down orders on these cops to chill, okay? And then after that happened, I came around and they arrested me. That's when Gaynor arrested me, and you saw how the captain immediately ordered my release. That shit would have never happened in Fort Worth. The higher ups in Fort Worth would have backed that all the way. So that's why I think Fort Worth. That's why I think Fort Worth is worse. But
so you think the tyranny comes from the top?
Yeah, but if you ask Bruce, he's going to say Galveston is worse because they've arrested him 7 to 8 times. I only got arrested once by Galveston, and I was released after 45 minutes. Fort Worth buried me in bullshit charges, so it's my opinion.
The guy that was the acting captain at the time, he's not even a captain, he was an acting captain.
Yeah, he got demoted for helping me, yeah.
He didn't get demoted, he was just acting captain at the time. But I know that guy from Swiftwater Training as a fireman, and he started his career as a fireman and an EMT and changed over to the police department at some time. And I would imagine that he's not going to be with the Galveston Police Department very much longer because he's not a piece. Well, yeah.
Well, suffice it to say, they're both really bad and really tyrannical. Both police departments.
Harvey got lucky who was on shift as captain.
Yeah. All right. What are you working on right now, Galveston Island, that you're going to be putting out in the next few days so people can be sure and go to your channel and watch?
I'm going to have my view of that Fort Worth meeting and what happened to me when I exited. So that one should be coming up, and I am going to show what actually happened, and I'm going to put.
I think you froze up there, brother. Froze up there. Yeah, I think he completely froze. So I don't know what happened there. There you are. Now you're back. Yeah, go ahead. Start over.
So that video will be a comparison and contrast of what I did as media to what Channel 5 did as media. And she told me that I'm not media, but the media, Channel 5 is the media she wants. And it's full of lies, full of garbage. And I'll show you, I'm pulling it out, man. Like, 2 minutes to edit it up. I'm gonna have some time. And I have city council meeting in the morning because they're talking about my 42 UFC 1983 lawsuit against the officers and the city. And then in the middle of the day, I'm gonna try and edit that video, and then I've got to go back to the city council at night. And the lady from Harvey and my video of the cancer patient, who is also a doctor and a professor at UTMB, who got charged with DUI and taken to jail, and then they realized that she wasn't drunk. She's going to be speaking, hopefully, so it should be another good city council meeting, but my day tomorrow's going to be pretty full. So hopefully that video comes out tomorrow, Friday at the latest.
You are staying very busy, my friend, so stay on the lookout for Galveston Island's body of work. He's doing great work there. Awesome work there. So stay in touch with his channel. Be sure and put the links in there for him. Everyone, make sure you go to there and subscribe to his channel if you haven't already. Okay.
Yeah, you can comment, man. It really it keeps me going through the hours of drudging through editing and trying to get the stuff right and make sure.
Yeah. And then plus during all this time, you've got to go to an ear doctor too. So you got your personal life that you have to deal with along with all of this other stuff. So you're awfully busy. Yeah. Awfully busy. Yeah. So I mentioned too that you've got to go see the ear doctor too. Doing all this stuff and it's crazy.
With no insurance, that's always fun.
Yeah.
$300.
Yeah. It's
Hey,
money.
it is what it is. It's the cost of doing what I do. I'm gonna get
Yeah,
paid.
we were talking too. Sometimes it take you 3 months just to get into one of those, and you got lucky and found somebody on Monday.
Yeah.
Yep. Tyrants beware. You got something going on too. What's coming up next on your agenda?
Really nothing. I'm actually thinking about doing a Krueger music video.
Okay.
But I'm still debating on that one. The wife is trying to keep me calm on it, but yeah, I think I might do something like that. I do have the idea that if anybody wants to write Matthew, go ahead and send it to my email, and then this weekend when I go to visit him, I'll actually take those printed out and hand it to him. That way he can read some of them.
Oh, that's awesome. So it's tyrantsbeware@gmail.com.
And when you put the description of subject, put in it for Matthew, and I'll make sure that that gets printed out and I'll take it to him.
Sweet. Thank you very much for that, TB.
All right.
And
Well,
then,
I'm going to get on off here because I got to get back inside. I've got like 5 minutes. So
get back to work.
take care, everybody. And employee of the month is now leaving. Take care, everyone.
All right. Have a good one, TB. And then, of course, Harvey, what do you got coming up besides brushing your teeth?
It's an ongoing investigation, and I cannot comment on it.
Okay. All right. So everybody knows to stay tuned to Harvey's channel because you never know when he's going live next out there cop watching. And then his new sidekick, well, probably old sidekicks, really. These guys are two peas in the pod. They work very well together, bounce off each other really naturally. Yeah.
Harvey and I just met up.
Yeah, Harvey's. Well, no, we're going to say Harvey's your sidekick, Galveston.
He's the out of all the people I've worked with, he's by far the best.
Yeah, and he said that too about you. So. Yeah.
Oh no, I said that about me. That's how.
That's right. Oh, that's right. Yeah. You were saying he's just. he keeps Harvey humble. No, Harvey's pretty humble already anyway. So
we compliment each other pretty well.
You do compliment each other very well.
I will say this: after Chief Roy tried to run me over with the fire truck, and they went over and asked Bruce what he saw, at least he didn't say, "I don't answer questions."
I remember that Good Citizen News.
I saw that motherfucker try and kill my friend. That's what I saw.
Yeah, that's right.
All
right.
That guy, I was handcuffed in the back of the police car. All the liars and drunks had already given the police their statement.
Yeah.
They went over and had Good Citizen News for a statement, and he told them, "I don't answer questions." Like,
that was crazy. I actually saw that. Live. Like, what the hell's he doing? It's like he's gonna let Harvey go to jail. It's like,
if you go back and watch the video where Matthew Reardon got arrested, he threw Matthew Reardon under the bus even worse than that.
Yeah, he did. I didn't recognize it at first, but man, there was a lot of things going on that were just too shady for me.
I don't think he's done fucking us over yet. So
I don't think so either. But it's another story for another day. But it'll be a banger, that's for sure. Because we've got some stuff. But let's go ahead and end this. I'm going to go ahead and play our outro. I love this outro. It's over 3 minutes long. You guys don't have to stay and listen to it, but I'm going to play it anyway. And thanks everyone for being here. And we will let you go. And here it comes.
In the heart of the vigilance committee, where the sun sets low and the spirits run free, we stand together, hand in hand, watching over the sacred land. We're the keepers of the flame. In the vigilance committee, we'll never be the same. Through the trials and the tests, we'll always give our best. Through the storms and the darkest night, we'll shine our light, we'll stand and fight. For the ones we love, for the ones we've lost. In the vigilance committee, we'll bear the cost. We're the keepers of the flame. In the vigilance committee, we'll never be the same. Through the trials and the tests, we'll always give will hold on tight. In the vigilance committee, we'll stand tall. Together we'll rise, together we'll fall. We're the keepers of the flame. In the vigilance committee, we'll never be the same. Through the trials and the tests, we'll always give our best. In the heart of the vigilance committee, where the sun sets low and the spirits run free, we'll stand together, hand in hand, watching over the sacred in the heart of the vigilance committee, where the sun sets low and the spirits run free, we'll stand together, hand in hand, watching over the sacred